walk.
Nintendo.
I can't find anything that I need for this stream. This is ridiculous. Also, I tried to play the Luigi's Mansion OST, and the first thing it played was sound effects of Luigi walking through the woods. So not what I intended. But hold with us, folks. We're in the pre-stream scaries, listening to some cute tunes, and we'll be back with Turf very shortly. Oh, this is absolutely banging. Never mind. Perfect video to play. Good golly, good gosh. It's been 5 minutes. What the fuck is happening right now? Mayday, Mayday. No, fuck. God damn it.
What's going on?
I really, hey, remember that wallpaper you made me? Well, I guess that's the screen image now.
Did you end the stream? What's happening?
Oh, if only. Welcome to twitch.tv/measlymeatloaf, everybody. Oh, it's Vibrant Ferret in chat, and welcome to Surf and Turf Trials and Tribulations Turf Thicker Than Water, the easiest named, measliest streamed that you've ever seen. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the pre-stream scaries. We're listening to the Luigi's Mansion. Fuck. We're listening to Luigi's Mountain. It's one of the tracks where Luigi is singing along to it, and I couldn't be more thrilled. The first track that played off this was Nintendo being said in a scary voice, and then it was sounds of Luigi walking through the woods. So we're off to a fantastic start. How's it going, boys? You're not visible yet. As it approaches, Luigi sounds more scared by the minute.
I'd just like to wish everyone a happy Luigi's Mansion Monday. To everyone who celebrates.
Yeah, it's Mad Munchin' Monday. Fuck, why can't I say the word mansion? Luigi's munchin'.
Were you trying to say mansion
yes, both times. Yeah, this is what do we do here? Is this like?
I think it's kind of like a podcast.
It's like a year in review podcast where we talk about all the stuff that's happened so far to us in these trying times.
Yeah, pretty much.
Surfed. Also, friend of the stream and measly moderator, Chris, posted on their Instagram story, and did you mean to type surfed and turf? With a T? Okay, so, I'm guessing no. That's the second misspelling on one of your splash screens, like, in a row, and I personally really love that.
Yeah.
Also, it was like a fucked up little picture of Vernon that you like drew in an airplane seat, so I really like that. This one's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna start with kind of a chunky recap of what Surf and Turf is, and then we're gonna throw all that out the window because we're in new untested waters today, folks. We're in some new untested John waters today. That's the guy with the pencil mustache, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's what's his name? Shar Timothy, father of Vic Timothy.
Chart.
Yeah,
Timothy.
who appeared in like 2 scenes in this podcast. But he's important, maybe. We don't. I have no way of knowing.
Do you think Shar, Timothy, and Dent are friends?
Dent? Do you think a like 60+ philanthropist is friends with a LSD microdosing front desk worker? No, in fact, I don't really.
Oh, Dent. Sorry, I got confused with Dent and Fern.
How?
Because they have, I guess, similar names.
This is great. This is a good.
It's
podcast.
funny, Henry, because I didn't mean Fern.
Did you? Oh my god. Okay, in that case, absolutely. I think they play euchre.
Okay, then it was the way that Reese said it that I could
Yeah.
tell from.
That's really insane. You guys are.
Wow.
Chris, are you or Kevin? Are you a bit? Fuck, Henry.
I'm a bit of an empath, yeah.
I just got a message from M3
Bit
that
of a
says
trend.
you are audible on Twitch. It's like, yeah, that's kind of the goal. Yeah,
What
this
is
is.
that supposed to mean?
We're supposed to be.
Do we have audio issues? Did he mean to say you aren't audible?
It's like we've been planning an event with a friend of the stream and music moderator M3, and his proposed start time was 10 p.m. and was confused when everybody said that was too late when he meant to say 10 a.m. This is,
Also,
this is
I'm gonna turn myself down a bit because I just tuned into the stream for a second and I'm very loud.
yeah, it looked like you were peeking on that last one.
How do I sound, Henry?
Salacious. Crumb. Oh, Luigi's fucking singing. Why is this transition taking... That transition took 60 years. What the fuck? It never
You
goes...
sound quite quiet now, Henry.
Yeah, you sound so quiet.
How about now?
Oh, this is good. This is good
Is it,
streaming.
how's my level now?
I'll turn you a little bit up on my end.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you're still kind of quiet.
You're so quiet.
Okay, well, I can turn it up more. I'm just asking for feedback.
Oh, I
Okay,
love
how's that.
Actually, can
That's-
I get
that's
some?
better.
Sorry, can I ask for some feedback from you? I want you to put your mic right up against your headphones. Also, do you guys
Final
do you
volume.
guys like this aesthetic
Right.
on screen where you see Henry's user volume and you can watch me do this? That's good.
Also, now
I
everyone
thought you were
knows
gonna remove
that
me from group.
if I reach up, it's Henry, because you can see the.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
wow, that's some continuity. Really not how we laid it out. I really don't know why I laid it out in this like orientation when that's just simply not the way it looks in the call, but it's fine. I mean, I have to be in the
Because
top
Henry
left corner
opposes you.
because that's the
Where's,
Henry does oppose me.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, that's intentional, everyone. The streamer did this intentionally. I was gonna say Reese's and my names are gone.
It's intentional.
I know.
Yeah, so I mean, I think pre-stream scaries are over, but I'm way too hot, and I need to take off my sweater. So you guys can just wax turf for a second. You can guys wax your boards, which is what we call it,
so
surf
give
and
me more
turf when we
to
buy
make
time.
Oh. Well, give me more time to make my character sheet.
That's
Are you
great sign.
You're currently making your character.
You
sheet
sent
right
me a
now?
completed character sheet.
What?
You sent me a
No, that
completed
wasn't
character.
me.
Oh no, wait. You just sent me 3 options you were taking.
I
get
like
Yeah.
felt kind of bad because I didn't get around to doing it until earlier today. But I guess Reese is doing his on air. Do you
Yeah.
want to share with the class what you're doing, or
Oh yeah, sure. It looks pretty good. So.
Oh, I thought at first
oh, you're making your own character?
I thought
sheet.
your character
Yeah, I
sheet-
have to.
I thought you printed it out like across 2 pieces of paper. That was a massive scroll. All right, I'm gonna bring the Luigi's Mansion music back. I'm gonna change not visible because my room is a lot.
Sorry.
Well, I guess if you guys insist. And then I get banned from Twitch.
Finally.
Oh my god, it came back on really good Luigi's Mansion music. Once again, my mouse is invisible for literally no reason. Not my cursor, my mouse. I can't see where it went. This is audio hell, but we will explain to you what we're doing here in just a moment, but...
Goodbye.
What?
I think this is our first on-screen costume change.
Yeah.
He's changing costumes.
Oh, a face.
Oh, I think I saw some nudity.
Was it tasteful?
It's that bareback neck.
Ooh.
Ooga.
We always start these so well.
Yeah, and that was a really good bit we just had.
I didn't hear, and I'm very excited to re-listen because
You shouldn't be.
I have no way of knowing what it was. Everyone, welcome to Surf and Turf, an actual
We're
play.
live.
Sorry, we're live.
Just now.
Oh, okay.
You
Thank
should have
God.
told
We're
me, Henry.
live in 3, 2.
Hello and welcome everyone out there in Radio Land. It's my new bit where I peek my mic by accident. I've got a bit of a puff filter on this mic, which is a sock.
Yeah. It works well unless you like puff that close.
Or maybe that.
Bad audio.
Yeah, good.
I think my favorite part about that bit is that you have to have something happen accidentally for it to incur. You said the bit was you accidentally peeking.
Yeah,
your
that's
mic.
one of my favorite recurring bits on this stream is accidents. Also me accidentally clinking glass against the wrought iron base of my microphone and doing this.
Well, that wasn't that bad.
Oh, really?
It sounded like wood.
Yeah.
You sound like wood, man.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, of
Careful
course.
with that.
Woo. Surf and Turf. I was about to call it Open Season. It's been a while since it was that. Is an actual play horror comedy workplace situational drama podcast set in the magical faraway land of California, where a minimum wage worker, a stock clerking angel, and a vampire who knows the books like the back of his books fight the monsters and evils of the world in probably deference to heaven and hell. They're respectful but not very observant. Like, on major holidays you'll go to church, but you don't actually you're not practicing. You're more culturally monster hunters than religiously. That's the stupidest thing I've ever said on this stream, guys.
Move on.
I'm taking a sip of my brine, man.
Brian.
It really is just the most pitch black. The story so far: Trent Cotry, 21, Kevin last name 16 million and Vernon Roberts 108 have fought against horrific rat men controlling the corpse of their dead friend, sentient fire burning away beneath the earth, and most recently an archangel of heaven who, at the end of our last casino and fun-filled campaign, offered Reese, not parlay, sanctuary into the bowels of heaven so he could plead his case as a useful resource or else be destroyed forever. But who gives a fuck about that guy right now? Let's talk about Vernon Roberts. Born and raised in Massachusetts? Where?
Delaware.
Born and raised in Delaware, Vernon started life on a horse ranch, taming the animals, riding with his spurs on, and generally hanging out with his Welsh parents. Until, like all vampires, he came of age and went on a bloody trek across the United States, coal mining, fixing the stock market, and generally being a real super menace to society. Eventually, our little friend Vernon ended up in Cabaret, California, working as a night school teacher, teaching business courses, and then eventually a manager at Commander-in-Chief's General Store, the beating heart of the bustling hub of new tech money that is Cabaret, California. Most recently, Vernon saw through the eyes of Trent an angelic deal in a strange Nevada road, and very quickly before that, the brutal murder of his manager and boss, Daniel T. And we will be joining Vernon in media res at the Credenza Hotel, Desert Casino, Aquarium, and Fun Center, where he and friend of the pod and measly demon, Amber, it's nothing, good lord, are reeling from recent changes of events. But first, we want to talk a little bit about some of the changes that happen in a young vampire's life. So vampires are very emotional creatures, even if they don't often show it on the surface. And if a vampire stays in his crypt for like hundreds of years, he'll start kind of reflecting his environment. He'll look a little crass, he'll look a little crust, he'll look a little gross. But when they come out of their shell, start very actively hunting the streets, sleeping the sheets, and going to swap meats, a vampire might regain a little bit of that youthfulness. And Vernon recently has been looking pretty funky fresh. That's right, we got a new Vernon portrait. You can see that down in the bottom left corner there.
Has he grown back hair?
Seems so.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's where we're at with Vernon. So
sort of de-aged.
What's up, Solo? Yeah, he's kind of in his prime after sipping this birch sauce. And if any of this is confusing to you,
still isn't great.
You've got
Posture still isn't great.
Yeah, he's still really a little leaning, and his hands are still just the worst. And yet, Vernon remains in the Credenza Aquarium. So Vernon, the aquarium is still quite dark, but is no longer occupied by the angelic, burning black light of the Nautilus, friend of the stream and measly angel. You are in the middle of this aquarium. Right by you, you see Amber, demon, girlfriend of Trent, and letter to the editor writer. And I think we're gonna jump right back in media res. So Amber has just revealed to you that she not only knows your parents, but would like you to help her find them so that you can both break into heaven to help save her damsel in distress, Trent Cotchery, 22. And we're going to go right back to that, and I'm going to... What's up, man?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I'm going to hit some music super quick. I'm just going to throw on that lovely aquarium tune that we didn't really get a lot of last time, and I apologize for that, Henry, because it sounds great.
I was also just wondering why I didn't just play Amber.
In this?
Yeah.
Because that would involve you knowing things that you cannot know.
That's true.
Reese.
That's true.
There is information about Amber that is going to be revealed in this arc. I promise that to everyone. So Amber is there in front of you after you have just revealed to her that Trent is on his way to heaven without saying goodbye to her, which is a little sus. You know what?
Kind of shitty of him.
Kind of shitty of Trent. Fuck that guy, honestly.
Fuck that guy.
We can say
Yeah.
whatever we want about Trent. He's not here. Amber was looking at you, Vern. Is like, okay, fuck. Again, I've not revealed all the information. I've not revealed all my cards, Vernon, and I hope I'm sure that you can respect that. I like to keep shit a little close to my chest. Lowry Roberts was a good friend and associate of mine. She's one of the few vampires that has ever entered heaven, and it would be super convenient if we could find her, like, soon. Discord, for everyone watching at home, Discord seems to have crashed. Never had that happen before.
What happened?
It seems Discord crashed, which has never happened before for me. This
So
computer...
you're still on air.
I'm still on air, which is like
You
never
little
how this
fox.
has worked before. It was simply just a square by itself. Oh my god, that's really funny. I can replace Reese when it's just
Wow.
yeah, that's great. So yeah, Amber is there in front of you. What was the last thing that you guys heard?
Laurie Roberts.
Yeah, Lowry Roberts was a good friend and associate of mine. It has been a very long time. For folks not aware, Lowry Roberts is Vernon's mother. Kind of makes sense, right? She was a very good friend and associate of mine. I've worked with her in the past. A very, very frightening arcanist, and it would be super helpful if we could find her right now. Does that capiche with you? Because I do not trust heaven with Trent, and I'm gonna be real, I don't really trust Trent in heaven. I think that's just really gonna go sour. And I would just like to extricate him
judgment
from that
on Amber.
situation. So we should fucking go, like, quickly, because I'm guessing your parents are not in the United States, Vernon.
No, as far as I'm aware, they are in either the Netherlands or in Switzerland, I believe.
Fuck.
Was kind of unsure on that, but yes, I would be inclined to pay them a visit. I was doing some scrying on them a little while ago, and it seems like something's maybe going down over there.
Awesome.
And frankly, yes, and I don't think I really have anything better to do here.
Yeah, I don't like to French exit a wedding, but I'm gonna leave. Brent and Vern seem lovely, and I'm sorry that this murder happened at their wedding, but I really can't put that on my plate right now. So I'm gonna get in my car and drive very quickly to Cabaret to pick up some things I left at Trent's apartment. And I know you might be asking, Vernon, why don't I just teleport there and use my demonic magic? First of all, the well's running a little dry these days, and also, I don't want to leave my car in Nevada. And Amber
First of all, rude.
Amber turns tail and leaves this wedding. Vernon, there's a fair bit of commotion going on right now. A lot of people are huddled over Daniel's body. Brent and Vern in the corner look.
Yeah. Daniel fucking died.
Daniel fucking
Sorry, I
died
kinda forgot
at the end. At the end of last session. Rip,
God, we'll miss him.
Rip White Man.
Very much Rip. man.
Rip White Man. It's a shame no one with a soul is here to mourn him. Instead, we just have Vernon. So, what does Vernon do at this truly Owen Wilson levels of crashed wedding?
Yes, well, I think I might just take one quick glance around the aquarium. Probably not even move spots, just to make sure there's nothing important that I haven't missed, and I will promptly exit the building.
There's some fish. Noted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Mariana kind of flags you down as you are leaving. She's like, "What's the play here? I again don't need to stay in. Oh, that's not Mariana. What's the play here? I also don't need to stay in Credenza. This place is a shithole.
Yes.
We've
well,
killed you, and again, thank you. No, Saul. Sorry, I've got a lot of brothers. It can be hard to remember all their names. Thank you again for that. Again, debt to your party's debt to me, fully paid. I can give you a whip back to Cabaret. Do we need to pick up Kev and the other guy?
No, they
kidding,
will
I don't know Trent's name.
not be joining us. They have some other business to attend to elsewhere.
Cool. I like having fewer people in my car.
Reduces the price of gas.
And as you were walking out, you see Trudy. She's like, "Oh, hi, Vern. Do you know where Kev is? I just kind of lost him at the wedding."
Yes, Kevin is gone, and he will be until further announced. He's gone indefinitely, and you probably won't be seeing him for a little while.
Cool. I'll see you guys in the morning for the drive back to Cabaret. I don't really have a lot of connection to this Daniel guy. Like, it sucks that he died, but, like, I'm not gonna, like, stick around and, like, mourn him or whatever. Also, I don't really know the two people getting married here, so again, like, I'm probably just gonna leave this and go to the arcade.
Sounds good. You go do that.
Cool. See you in the morning, Vern. And she walks out. We don't have to see you fucking. Thank you, Kevin or Henry. I keep calling you Kevin today. That's weird.
You don't usually.
I don't need to. Yeah, I usually forget Kevin's name
The one day
altogether.
I'm not Kevin.
We don't know that yet. It's a secret. Oh yeah. Also, this is the official title of this arc is Surf and Turf: Trials and Tribulations. Turf, thicker than water. So just like, you know, we just wanted to keep it streamlined and not confusing for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to your room. You get your shit. We don't need to fucking see that. You walk past the front desk and you see whatever the fuck his name was. Was it Ernest? Ethan. Ethan, like...
Don't even think Vernon would care.
Yeah, Vernon would not notice or care, this human man. Yeah, you pile into Mariana's fucking slam wagon of a van and just scream off through the through those dangerous nights in the desert. Uneventful. I can turn off the fucking aquarium music now. Jesus Christ, this is not the vibe. It's like da 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 da. I think we need to have the fucking like hunted or spooky music just going literally the entire fucking time. You guys are screaming back. Like, Mariana doesn't really need to sleep. You do your vampire thing. So Mariana's this is a couple hours into the drive. It's like, I think it's like I said, it was like an 8-hour drive back to Cabaret. You guys are screaming. She's like, yeah, I've got a fair bit of business to be attending to back in Cabaret. I might need to we're gonna be pretty busy for a while. Killing I almost called him Hugh again. Why do I keep thinking he's my brother again? Saul. Now that Saul is dead, there's gonna be a lot of people potentially pissed off. I don't know if we can really have it pinned on us, but I'm gonna be expanding the operation a fair bit, so I'm gonna be a little indisposed. Are you gonna be doing some traveling, I hear?
Yes. That's what it sounds like. I think I'll be going to Europe.
Oh. Very, very, very continental of you. Pretty cute.
Yes.
How are you? You do know that traditionally airplanes have sunlight shining into them. I mean, you could just close the blinds, I guess.
Yes, I was mostly planning on hiding behind the blinds and covering myself in some sort of cloak.
You're an aisle seat kind of guy. Respect it.
Yes.
You see, my whole thing, and this conversation trails off into the background as the helicopter panning shot lifts up and we see the expanse of the fucking, not the Dead Sea, of Death Valley, as this lone black beat up van screams its way through the dusty and silty night. You two, it's weird only doing a Vernon bit. You both return several hours later to the compound. You see that what was once a very abandoned house sitting on this large lot has seemingly, over the past, little week or so, you saw some work beginning, has really been shored up in earnest. There is a pretty hefty chain link and barbed wire fence going around the perimeter of this lot, and you see for just a second what appears to be a wolf stalking around the fence, but as soon as you are kind of visible, it seems to sense who is driving this truck. It turns away deferentially. You all pull in. You see a whole gaggle of werewolves on the spacious front desk of the front porch of this large house. Some of them mixing up concrete, some of them tattooing each other, and two of them playing a very heated game of Yu-Gi-Oh! On one of the small fold-out tables in the corner. What is Vernon grabbing? I'm gonna say that you agreed to meet Amber at Trent's apartment. What is Vernon grabbing from his little bunker, knowing that you are going to be away for a long time and away from your grave dirt and kind of desecrated grounds?
I'm going to grab, well, first of all my weapons. Gonna grab definitely some blood. Now I will be flying, so I will have to package it into those little like tiny separate containers to get past airport security.
You hide it in like shampoo bottles.
Yeah. And then I'll probably take a sort of a mason jar's worth of dirt.
Yeah, just spread so you can take a little nap.
Yeah.
From the top of the horrific, creaky, wet stairs down into your putrid, smelly basement, you hear like a little like, and then hey Vernon, which is a voice you recognize as Pork and Beans, local werewolf.
Yes. Pork and Beans.
That's the name. Don't wear it out. Mariana was telling me that you're in need of transportation to Europe.
Yes, I will be needing some sort of yes.
Listen, you have been nothing but a chiller to be an upstairs neighbor to, and I want to do you a solid. I have a very good friend in San Francisco who owes me a pretty substantial favor. I will call him and see. He owns an aeroplane device. And I will call him and see if he can charter your way out. Sorry, I just saw transportation. I will call him and see if he can charter you away there. You'll probably have to. He's in San Francisco at the moment. You'll likely have to find your way over there. But I think this is gonna work out beautifully for you. It's almost like it would be very boring to have you simply be on a Atlantic chartered Boeing 747 for an entire episode of a podcast.
Yes, and you know what? I think that is a lot more convenient as well. And I begin to pour my blood out of those shampoo bottles
back into normal bottles. Yeah, and you also know that there is a contact of yours who you've not seen in quite some time in San Francisco, who goes by the street name of Milton, who may be a little useful to check in on while you're in town. But that might have to be discussed once you're on the way to sunny San Francisco. You either sprint or get dropped off at Trent's apartment. Again, not an entire scene that we need to see. You see Amber sitting in the front seat of her. Of her Jeep. Wow. Streamer canceled again. Sitting in the front seat of her black, very muddy Jeep Sahara off-road. Add that to the wiki. She's like, oh, hi, Vernon. And she is carrying a very large chest, which is she's like kind of hauling into like the folded down back seats. I think Jeeps have foldable seats. I really don't know. Do you have all that you need?
Yes, I don't need too much, so I'm good to go.
Cool. So I'm gonna be real with you. I might be able to get us to Denmark with magic, but it's gonna be like really not safe. So
well, it turns out that Pork and Beans, one of the werewolves.
Fucking who?
He's a werewolf. Don't worry about it. He has a contact in San Francisco who might be charter us there on his private plane.
Okay, that really, man, Vernon, that would be a real big weight off my shoulders. I might, actually, if we can stop in New England, I have, yeah, this is gonna work pretty good. We'll need to make a little layover, but okay, yeah. We should get on the road again really quickly. I don't really know how time works in heaven. I don't know how genuinely imminent the peril that Trent is in. I'm gonna be real. It is a confusing comfort that Kevin is there with him. I mean, well, we'll see how it plays out, right? But I think I think this might be like real red disaster level shit. So we should maybe skip town. Is there anything else you want to do while we're in Cabaret? Because I really don't think we're probably not going to be here for a while, buddy. And again, I appreciate you coming along with this. If you need monetary repayment for this best followers, primes, and viewers on mountainviewers.com. Remove the space. Thank you, Xenon PUBG. Oh my god, what a fucking name. If there's any measly moderators in the chat, if you could fire the beams at Xenon PUBG. Damn, it's a shame. I thought I might be able to get them as a follower, but maybe not at this point. But yeah, is there anything else? Like, do you need to pay Beppe a visit while we're here in Cabaret? Amber does not know who Beppe is. That's retconned. As you are mulling this over, you hear the sound of a motorcycle from up the street. And I guess it is. Whenever I do that, I'm like, and then that person starts talking. That's me. You see a green Kawasaki motorcycle zooming towards you down the steep hill that Trent's apartment building is on, and you see one Q Alpenglow, friend of the stream and measly moderator, pull over to the side of the road and just be like, hi, Christ, Vernon, that's not what they sound like. Hi, Vernon, Amber, fuck. Have either of you guys seen Trent? He has not responded to any of my texts, recently. I know you guys were out of town, but, if you guys are back, is he, he kind of went, Bravo 1 went dark on me.
Yes, Trent is in heaven right now.
Did
really makes it sound like he died.
Oh my god, when's the funeral? He's literally he went there, Q. And Amber does not look thrilled to see Q, I will say. Actually, you know what? I really don't know if that's something that Vernon would pick up on. Amber has her usual facial expression, which is humanoid. That's about as far as Vernon picks up. And Q goes, okay, better than him being dead, but it also does kind of seem like he might be dead pretty soon. Could you, this is actually a really perfect time for this. And Q pulls out a small brown leather drawstring bag, Vernon, and holds it out in front of them, to you. And she's like, could you get this to him? It might be, very, very helpful for him to have. Actually get it, it might be safer for Kevin to have it, if Kevin's kind of like the protect Trent team. Yeah, and Amber again, is kind of shooting you a look, Vernon. Do you want to roll charm to see if you know what this look means?
Let's say 3 plus 2, 5.
Do not mark experience for that. Amber looks. She looks kind of tired. But you're not sure what she's trying to communicate to you here. And Q just kind of holds this drawstring bag out in front of them towards you. It's like, yeah, I think this would be a bit of a boon for Trent on this one. Sorry we've been kind of going. Sorry I've been lack of communication recently. I just don't want Daniel to. I'm worried that he's going to be able to pick up on any digital shit that I send towards you guys, so it has to really probably be in-person stuff mainly. I didn't bring my phone for this, which actually, Trent might have gotten back to me at this point, so I don't really, I'm not sure. No! God damn it. I have to not have my chat feed up. It's very distracting. So yeah, if do you think you could you get that to Kev? Or it's to Trent. Well, to either of them. Up to you.
Yes, I can.
Thanks, buddy. Are you guys going to heaven?
I guess yes. We're just taking sort of a long way there.
Is there a short way? Oh, actually, you know what? I could think of a very short way of getting to heaven, but enough of that right now. I will, Amber, I'll take care of maltodextrin while you guys are away. And Amber's like, no, it's fine. Fern has a key. I texted Fern already.
Oh, Fern.
Who's Kevin?
Sorry, just passing by.
It's like sometimes I
thought
still
you
hear
said
his
Vern
voice.
for a second. Goodbye.
And there's just a fish flopping down the road. Oh, phenomenal.
The neighbor.
Yeah, and fuck off, Nightbot. Sorry. God, every time.
You okay, man?
Hmm?
You okay, man?
No.
You doing
I
okay?
keep getting bullied in chat by myself from the past. So, oh fuck, where am I? Where did I put my? I forgot to put my. Oh. Where I put? Oh, there they are.
What is happening at this point in the stream?
So that's
there we
you're
go.
in the wrong stream, Solo. Get your commands right. Yeah. So Amber's like, I mean, I guess without further ado, you will. Well, let's drive to San Francisco again. Is there anything else you need to do in Cabaret while we're fucking here?
I mean, I guess I do need the. I have the. I assume I have gotten the contact from Pork and Beans at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah, like he's given you the address of the motel that this guy, who is he is called Cooper, is living at. And just give me half a second. Just give me. Yeah, the address of this person named Cooper, who you are visiting in San Francisco, California. So not a crazy long drive to San Fran from Cabaret. It's probably gonna be like 4 or 5 hours. Again, this is probably the most time Vernon and Amber have ever spent together. So roll bonding time, Chris. That's a funny that's a funny Reese joke for anybody in the know.
That's a 10.
Damn, it's happening. Pardon me. I smoked a lot of pot last night, and it's still in me. Whew. So tell us, Amber. As you guys are driving, he's like, so who are we meeting? Like I know we're meeting this guy that is his name. Sorry, is his name really fucking Pork and Beans?
Not the guy with the plane, but the wolf. Yes.
Christ. So we're meeting this guy that Pork and Beans knows, this Cooper guy. But like,
Yes.
who are you? You said you wanted to meet someone while you were in San Fran. Who is it? Sorry,
Yes, I know another.
I'm sorry if I come off as like brunt and like brash right now. I'm very stressed out, Vernon.
Yes, I can sort of understand. Anyways, there's I know a sort of I hesitate to use the word vampire, but I guess there's an acquaintance, someone who could in San Francisco who I know might be able to provide me with some knowledge.
If he's sorry, he's from San Francisco. Is he That's a joke. Amber doesn't say that. Can you imagine? Amber homophobic arc. Well, okay. I mean, I really like, again, the more bodies that we can have, the better. I can bankroll this situation. So if this guy needs money, like, don't worry about it. I mean, there's a lot of gold in hell. I've managed to kind of scurry some away over the years. Christ, again, we don't need to have the entire stream of you guys driving to fucking San Francisco. So we're going to do a little bit of a whoop, and we see
Wow.
a beautiful helicopter tracking
so
shot
fast.
of San Francisco at night. I don't care what time you guys left Cabaret or Credenza. It's also, again, sorry for like 3 like made up places in a row, guys. It's just like, I've got such a beautiful creative mind. You are in San Francisco, just a real city. Look it up. It's got bridges and it's kind of foggy. And for a second, you're like, oh no, is the Nautilus here? And then you remember, no, this is just kind of a famous foggy city. Oh yeah, it's fucking like November, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cold then, right?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So
like
you
November
probably,
as well.
you feel amazing, Vernon. It's cold, it's chilly, it's damp. And you guys are pulling in to San Francisco, the shitty in the bay, the shitty that sometimes sleeps. Are you going to Milton or Cooper first?
Sorry, Reese, we can see that you're taking a dick pic.
Yeah,
right
what are you
now.
doing
know
right
that,
now,
right?
man?
It's
And
on-
also-
that's on camera.
And
I'm
Reese,
taking a picture of my character.
every time you
sheet.
send it to me, it buzzes my phone and it fucks with my microphone, and I'd really rather you just wait till after the podcast, man. They look
There's no way
phenomenal.
to stop your phone from vibrating when you get a message, as we all know.
And also, I leave my phone on my wrought iron. Fucking
Yeah, no way to prevent that either.
Yeah, it's really a shame. But yeah, are you visiting this Milton fucker or this Cooper Chad?
I think it's probably be best to go to Cooper just so that we can secure the plane ride before we
Fuck
do
it.
any recon.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, Reese, couple big inhale, big exhale.
Yeah.
You pull up to the Motel 6 off of Lakeshore Drive and Pontiac Boulevard. You see there is a vacancy sign open. You pull into the
What?
parking lot. That's
The
not a
sign's
That's
open?
not a fuck. Wait, the vacancy sign is open. They're changing the letters around. It's a neon sign. How are they doing that? You were told to go to room 6 at the Motel 6 at 6 p.m. No. Hey Cooper, you got a phone call earlier today, about 4 to 5 hours ago, from your old flame and sometime fling Pork and Beans, asking you to charter a flight for some friends of his with the promise of danger and glory galore. So that's just kind of that's your motivation going into this scene, okay? Oh, God.
Are you ready?
You knock on the door, and Cooper, there is a knock at your door. Paint us a scene about what Cooper's motel room looks like before we open it. And I'm sorry, I don't have a motel background, so we're just gonna have to look at San Francisco from above. Sorry, folks.
What time is it?
It is like 4 a.m.
Okay, so Cooper is he was in the kitchen
Yep.
eating up some instant noodles when this knock took place.
Yeah.
So he sort of disgruntled. He walks over and opens the door.
Wow, real fucking Max DM moment there, man. Good stuff. Good audio.
Hello, are you Cooper?
Yeah, right, that's me.
You see, sorry. Describe what Cooper looks like to the audience at home. Although there is an image next to your screen,
Yeah.
next to your webcam.
You just have to picture a Chad.
Picture an absolute fucking unit. 7-foot frame. Rats. Actually, I think Cooper's probably pretty short.
Sure.
You see.
I didn't have a height in mind.
You see a fucking hunk ahead in front of you, and we're there.
Right, what can I do for you?
Yes, I'm told you have a plane. Is that correct?
Yeah. Hey, man. What's You seem fun. Sorry. Like, how much do you? Pork and Beans is a werewolf. You know that much, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Demon, vampire, need a plane to get to Europe. We might need help breaking into heaven. I will pay you handsomely for this. You win, in short. You
Yeah,
are,
I can
sorry,
sort you
well,
out.
you are literally in shorts, but like, cool. Is your, sorry, you own your own, so, do you have like a Boeing? We're crossing the Atlantic, sir.
I've got a trick. I think it'll work.
And you hear a flush from the bathroom. And out of the bathroom, Vernon, you see a familial figure. 5 feet tall, wearing a green boiler suit, a snapback cap, and rubbing his hands against his cheeks, you see one Backstabber the Rat. He goes, "Oh, Vernon, I assumed I would see you here. So you've met Cooper, have you?"
Yes.
"Hi, man. Oh yeah, Coops, I know, Vern."
Right on, back is right on.
What the fuck? I can't. It's so much.
Sorry. Reese's character is fucking Ratburn?
No, we can't. Well, actually, hey, we don't know yet. Ratburn was simply using the bathroom. That's all we know at this stage of things.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to rush the story.
Now, Vernon, I know what you might be thinking. No, Cooper and I were not enjoying sexual congress. I simply happen to be. Oh, and Reese is gone. Sorry, Reese. I really did frame that pretty provocatively, huh?
I feel like that was the only.
Yeah, God fucking damn it. That's Discord down again twice in one night. What the fuck? Discord crashed again. Ratburn is now sat crisscross applesauce in the middle of this room. He is holding a very large black-paged and black-bound book and is writing some things in the margins. He's like, Vernon, I was actually hoping that I would run into you here. That's not what he sounds like. No. That's local game dev M3.
Yeah, you gotta rub your cheeks.
Vernon, I was hoping that I would run into you here. It seems that you've got a little bit of a dangerous journey ahead of you.
Yes, it would seem that way.
Would you like another top-up? I promise you it'll be helpful. Also, I gotta say, the head of hair really does suit you, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
I was gonna ask about that. Yeah, Vern, is it plugs or like you going au naturel on this one?
Don't think I'd really noticed it that much until you've all pointed it out, but I guess not. I don't even know if this is natural or not.
Oh my god, I just realized that if you put a hat and a jacket on the Vernon profile, it would look exactly like Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
No.
I'm so scared. So yeah, Ratburn, not his name. Fuck you, Henry. Cocksucker or whatever he's called is sitting in the middle of this room. It's like, and he is holding in his hand an Ethelmeyer flask. Inside of it is a clear syrupy fluid. He's like, you have so far. That's not what he sounds like. You have so far been reticent to my tinctures from the birch trees. Now, Vernon, I'm afraid that this next hit might hit you a little bit different. This one is a very this one's for long-term use. But I think it would be very useful going forward. If you actually do end up to go into heaven, I would I'd love for you to take some pictures for me. Maybe get me a little souvenir while you're there. He's right in your ear right now, by the way. Like, he's right up in there. Does that sound agreeable to you, Vernon?
It does. Yes.
Nice, man. That's fucking awesome. And he hands you just this like glass bottle of this fucking birch syrup. Amber. Actually, I don't think Amber's ever met Backstabber before. Would she have?
I think she was there when we first met him.
Did she not meet him in the glass tunnel?
She wasn't there with you guys in the glass tunnel when Backstabber was there. Yeah. So let's just, for the sake of whatever, let's call this her first meeting with him. Amber looks... Amber, what the fuck just happened? Amber looks pretty skeeved out. She's like, yeah, hi, Vernon, and I guess Cooper. Who the fuck is this? Oh, is this the... Oh, sorry, this is the rat that Trent was telling me about. The one who, You know what, Backstabber? This is my first time meeting you. I'm not going to repeat some of the things that I've heard about you, but just know that they're pretty negative. Well, you know, beggars can't be choosers now, can they, Amber? Now, you know what, actually, because this is my first time meeting you, I won't say some things that I could say right now. How's that? But I just want to say that, I hope Grease is doing well. And Amber looks fucking, like, really, like, and, you know, Amber pulls out her weapon and looks, like, ready to kill the Backstabber.
Whoa. Settle down there, little lady.
I don't... Okay, first of all, wow, 3 things. 1, no. 2, absolutely not. And 3, accent fake, I don't believe it.
God damn it.
Yeah, and Baxter is like, yeah, I don't know how well that would go for you, Amber, but hey, Vernon, your call. Does Amber attack me on this one? Might be fun to see. Sorry, I had to clear my throat
Amber,
there.
if you don't mind, just try to spare the rat for now. I know he can get a little unnerving sometimes, but I feel like he is useful.
Cooper, where are we meeting you and when? I would like to leave this motel room. It smells like instant ramen and rat burn.
You guys came to me.
Well, yes, but you're the one who knows where your plane is, sir.
I need a time.
As soon as
Sorry,
possible.
can I just ask, has Ratburn started introducing himself as Ratburn? Because that's just something that Kevin calls him, I think.
I think he's taken up the charge. Yeah, I think he
so
likes it.
suck on.
Yeah, because
I'm glad.
Backstabber
Kevin
is
will
his
be
like
what?
rat name. And I think that the anglicization is Ratburn.
Ratburn is his angel name.
Yeah, tell them when you're in heaven, tell them Ratburn put in a good word for you. What does that mean? Yeah, okay, wherever this plane is, we'll meet you, God, probably first thing in the morning, right, Vern? Like,
Let's go now.
No, we have to meet a guy named Milton. Apparently. Do you want to come with, Coops? Actually, you know what? Can I call you Coops?
Sure.
Nice. Do you want to...
Am I abandoning the accent? I need
No.
to know.
No!
No?
I was about to ask,
Okay.
yeah, where's your Australian accent
Okay.
gone, man?
I just need to, test the waters. I need to keep the feedback.
I'd like some feedback from your microphone, please. Oh my god. He used his Australian attack. Yeah, do you want to get...
I'll set up the plane, get it fueled up.
Yep.
Fuck, that's bad.
Set up the blind.
Sounds
Sounds like a blind, man. Sorry, I genuinely, I'm not picking it up to make fun of you. It just like I kind of mirror people when I'm talking to them. So like, it's because I like you, Cooper. You seem like a nice young man.
Reese doesn't know where the plane is, so I detail where it is at what like airport, little shitty airport.
Yeah, it's in like a weird airport on the outskirts of town.
Yeah.
Somewhere where you don't really need to have licensing to park your plane there. Okay, we'll meet you there in hours.
Yeah.
Thank you. And again, you will be rewarded handsomely for this. And again, what can I get your temperature about breaking into heaven? Is that something that you're going to be willing to do, or is this going to be like you're going to be our pilot and that's it on this one?
Let's fucking it. Fuck!
What's that?
I can't.
I'm alright.
Lost it.
I have a boyfriend.
You got it.
Man, big breaths. Yeah,
I just don't even know what.
Yeah, Cooper. What did you say?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds awesome, man. So
Alright.
and so you pile back into Amber's Jeep and drive off to the artsy, expensive part of San Francisco. Just kidding. That's almost all of it. And
Nice.
Kevin, Henry, tell us a little bit about where Amber and Vern are driving to right now. I'm gonna say that it's in Haight-Ashbury, like it's in the very expensive, like touristy, pseudo like ex-hippie area of town. But they
Right.
pull up in front of a building that Vernon's maybe been to one time before, and what do they see?
So you pull up to a storefront, a pretty small, looking tourist-focused looking shop called Von Bracula's Emporium. It's written across on the sign in big, Gothic-looking letters, and there's some little sort of temporary, or not temporary, but plaster gargoyles on either side of the sign. The store itself is fairly small and dimly lit inside.
Henry, does it look a little bit like? God fucking damn. Like a little bit like this?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. It's got all
I don't
sorts
like
of
this.
gewgaws and curios. You see a lot of bat imagery. You see a lot of vials of red liquid, which Vernon, on the slightest glance, you can tell is not real blood. And I mean,
Yeah, it's a lot of like it's stuff for like goth tourists to buy vampire themed memorabilia, I guess.
And what's it called?
It's called Von Bracula's Vamporium. Let's say that's not what I said the first time, but I like Vamporium.
Von Bracula. A lot of V's in the name. Von Bracula's Vamporium.
Sorry,
And-
Count. Count.
Can it
Von.
be-
I'm writing
sorry,
this down.
can it
Count
be-
Von Bracula's Emporium.
Can it be Baron Von Bracula?
Sure.
Yeah. And behind the desk, we see Milton. Describe.
How's it going, Flex?
No way.
I'm just kidding. Milton is not also awesome.
Amazing.
Sorry, Baron. I'm just writing, so I got to take a second. So yeah, Milton FP Brackett is a man done fully up in vampire attire, much more than
Vernon would
Vernon
never.
has ever been. He's clearly he has makeup on which is palening his face, and he has greasy black hair, which does appear to be real. And he's standing behind the counter, and as the door like dings. Actually, you know what? It doesn't ding. It plays a little diddle-oo.
Yeah. It's like on like a
electronic,
really
thing.
tinny little fucking like speaker.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you see an old friend of yours who's helped you out before, looking considerably younger and sharper than you've seen him in past, and a big, scary-looking lady.
Welcome to Vernon. I welcome to the Emporium.
Yes.
Can I help you?
Sorry,
today?
Vernon, this is who we came to fucking see.
Yes. Don't. It's not. He's not exactly what he seems.
Are your friends here with you, or can I interest them in my wares?
Absolute. Actually, well, I will
My-
say some of this stuff does look nice, and I would put it on my desk. That is not what I am here for. Sorry, it's Milton.
That's correct. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amber.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Hey man, you want a job?
Like a second one? I mean, I am running the. Like a hunt. Are you guys doing a hunting job? I did.
Of sorts. Yes. Milton, if you don't mind, I'm trying to find some vampires in Europe right now, and I think you would be
You're hunting vampires?
not hunting, trying to locate.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose I'll need some more information. What exactly is the plan? What's in it for me?
Sorry,
Wait,
can I,
sorry, you said
sorry,
you're
can I
going
get,
to
can
Europe?
I get a little bit more bluster on that one, man? And that's money. Money is in it for you. Again, I'm pressed on time on this one, and I'm sorry if I come across as rude.
So sorry. I have never gotten this many new customers in the shop at once before.
I think it's probably customer. I might buy one thing.
Of course, there's whatever you can. Can I invite you to my back room? Unless you want to do you want to do you have something picked out? You want to check something out right now?
Yeah, it's a little, and she pulls up a little like pewter statue of a wizard. This is actually pretty great, and I think I need this as like a paperweight.
Yes. Let me ring you through. We don't need to see that.
I was about to say we don't need to do that. You guys go into I think an artificially dark and dank crypt with like fake cobwebs up on the corners of the room. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, it's like it's all like it's basically like the fake version of like Vernon's house. It's like a haunted house.
Vernon, you've seen a haven before, and this is like a guy who's seen a haven making a haven. He's got a lore library, but it's only books about vampires. Like he has like some mystical weapons, but like none of them. There's no silver. There's no stakes. It's only stuff for killing things other than vampires.
I like to imagine there's a copy of the Advanced D&D Monster Manual.
Of
in the
course,
book.
of course. There's a lot of like blacklight posters up on the wall of bats.
Yeah, and there is a table set up specifically for D&D, as you can see.
You know what, Milton? Again,
Sorry, did you want the full tour? Or...
Is there more to it than this room?
There's a panic room.
Do you want to take us into your panic room, Milton?
Are you guys panicking? I could panic if you guys need me to.
I'm really fine.
No, we're good for now, Milton.
Okay. I have this room, and of course, as you can see, I have a stockpile both of knowledge and of the most powerful weapon at all.
Vernon,
Weapons.
Sorry,
Regular
Milton.
weapons.
This is like, you're great. Can I get a little sidebar with my guy Vernon for a second?
Of course.
Hey, Vernon.
Yes.
Is this guy for real? Like, is this who we like? This is who you're consulting? Like, again, I have full faith in you. You're a very competent vampire. That guy has fake.
Yes.
That guy has fake vampire teeth in.
Yes, I'm aware. Milton is, once again, I said I hesitate to call him a vampire per se, but he is very knowledgeable.
I don't mean to interject, but
Milton, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Are we back?
Fucking.
This is a fun new gag for this stream.
This is a great new gag where Henry goes, I don't mean to, and then Discord crashes immediately.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, I don't mean to interject, but
Yeah,
the
man.
room isn't very big.
Milton, I asked for a sidebar.
I'm very sorry. I just want to say I am ethnically my great grandfather's father was vampire.
So
he was half.
And his name is like, is it a vampire with any cred, or is it like Durgesh the Terrible? No way.
We don't need to discuss my. You know what? It's that's actually you wouldn't know him.
Uh-huh.
And we're back.
Vernon, you brought me to fucking Durgish's kid. Sorry, Durgish's great kid. You know what that guy's like.
Yes. What is again? Milton, he's
The one vampire that drinks piss instead of blood.
No, hold on.
No, that's a joke. Imagine. Fucking imagine. So, Milton.
he's very knowledgeable.
Okay, Milton. I'm trusting Vernon's, and this is going to be a really funny joke. Vernon is putting some stake into you as a guy. Don't cower in fear when I say stake, man. It's not like, yes, that would kill you, but that's because it would kill anybody. Sorry. Again, I'm being too combative. You seem great. We need to know where Lowry and Ellis Roberts are, and we need to be able to find them. And also, we're going to Europe. We're going to vampire. We're going to Europe and dealing with some pretty shitty levels of vampire bureaucracy, most likely. So having a Milton, would you like to come on a quest with us?
I would be honored to, as long as, of course, I can bring some of my. But I'll have to pack a suitcase. How much time do we have?
We're
Ideally as soon as possible.
Yeah, we're meeting some fucking guy named Cooper in the morning. We will be stopping on the. Oh, I probably should have told Cooper that. Fuck. We're gonna be stopping on the East Coast, and then we're going to be flying from like New England to either Denmark or Switzerland or possibly Sweden, wherever or the Netherlands, I should say, wherever you, our good friend Milton, help us really pin down the location of these two vampires. Is that within your kind of purview, man?
Yes, I could be of use. I would, like I said, need to pack up some of my books. My whole kind of thing is that I have this haven, and I realize that this whole thing is taking place in Europe, and my haven is in San Francisco.
You'll be able to utilize maybe the aeroplane as your haven or something like that, keeping some of your stuff there.
Thank you.
I've got a Jeep. We can move a lot of stuff there. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let. While you're like in your haven, I'll let you roll. Let's call it an investigative mystery, or such the sort to see if you can pin down where Ellis and Lowry Roberts are. And what is how is Milton going about finding these like two vampires across the planet? Are you like consulting old vampire censuses? Are you?
Sorry, is this a question from Amber or Max?
From Max. Milton does not have Kevin's ability to talk to me directly.
I think can I help out?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a +1 on this one from like a kind of melange of things.
I think because vampires live so long and don't tend to have a ton of children, I think their bloodlines are probably fairly
pretty easy to track,
like traceable. So I think I would have some sort of records of something. Maybe not like specifically Vernon's parents, but like you
can maybe get in that ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll me. Do you have any like expert moves that like might specifically help with this? If that would be like more specific, or if not, then you just do like a regular investigative.
No, just investigative mystery.
Hit me with that investigative mystery to find these two vampires.
13.
Oh my god. Fuck. So
that's a nat 10 though.
That's a nat 10?
Wait, does it is there like
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind.
What's up?
I was confused about the advanced effects, but you need to actually like take those as a level up thing.
Yeah. So a 13?
Yeah.
So while Amber is like loading some of the stuff that you asked her to load into the back of her Jeep to take to the plane, just like probably like a lot of books, right?
Yeah, just like a lot of books, and then I guess I have
some magical weaponry.
Yeah, like just an assortment of like weapons and trinkets. And
you know what, Milton? I'm gonna be real, man, and I really again don't mean to be rude. Did not like you at first. And that's me coming in with some bad energy here, and I do apologize. This is a very cool magic axe.
I get that a lot.
And this magic axe, like, really bumps you up in my social standing. Just so you know. This has merited you some big points.
I'm very glad to hear that I'll be traveling with an aficionado.
Yeah, homie. I'm a demon, like, well, I guess I'm still technically it's a whole thing. So you and Vernon are like poring over these dusty tomes, like really scanning your finger down printed out Excel spreadsheets that you've kind of weathered with like tea bags and like holding them near a candle, like a leather-bound binder. Leather-bound trapper keeper, and you see the names Ellis and Lowry Roberts in Ingevanden, the Netherlands, it's technically in Holland, which is like a region. Europe's weird, man. But yeah, they are in Ingevanden, and you even know a rough neighborhood that they were last seen. Now, this information is approximately 60 years old,
right,
but
okay.
It's like, I mean, when are Milton's files wrong? Never, I say. Fucking never.
I'd say sometimes.
So probably, I'd say they're probably sometimes wrong. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, that's cool. Also, I'll spell Ingevanden for you when I fucking remember how it's spelled. God.
Oh, yes, Milton, I'm amazed you have all this information.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I was engrossed in my...
God, I was miles away. It's for anybody who fucking cares, it's Ingewanden, Ingevanden.
Okay.
Yep. And that's
put it on the dock.
I think it might already be there. Oh no, I didn't put it in because you guys didn't know for sure where Vernon's parents were. I'll do that. I'll do that after the stream. Holy shit. Sorry, Reese just sent me a phenomenal image, which is like really poignant, but we can't get into that yet. This is probably going to be a splash screen at the beginning of the next turf stream. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're loading shit into the back of your Jeep. Like just an insane amount of like books and swords and juju bags, and probably some spare cloaks of Milton's. Wait, does Milton have a gun? No, Milton has a knife.
No, sorry, Milton does have a gun.
Milton has a gun?
Milton has a shotgun. Yeah.
Damn, I love how we now have 2 vampires with havens with shotguns. It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
It's the vampire meta.
Yeah.
I was considering like it was between the shotgun and the magnum, right? And I figured that Milton is probably not very good at aiming a weapon
I don't
or
think,
firing.
I think he's probably not seen a lot of heat, right? He's not been in a lot of firefights.
Yeah. It's never been used.
Should we cut over to Cooper here? Yeah, Cooper, you have I guess taken an Uber to to where you had your plane parked. Sandeep, your Uber driver, thanks you very much for the lovely conversation about mainly skydiving and women, yeah, that you guys and men that you guys had on the way to the to San Francisco's 16th most reputable airport. Sorry, the greater San Francisco areas. Well, I guess it would be the Bay Area. Really couldn't matter less. You see it's a very similar, if not slightly larger, airstrip to the smaller northern one in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like one little airstrip, a couple spots where you can park kind of more private, maybe a little bit less reputable planes. And you see several members of the SFPD are kind of around and seem to be parked with their police cars, just kind of all about. And among them, you see a kind of mid-height figure, kind of curly hair sitting on top of his head, kind of a shitty suit, and he's kind of sitting on the hood of a small sedan. What's Coop's what is Cooper Bradley Taylor do in this situation?
Well, Coops hasn't done anything wrong.
Of course not.
Yet. So he's gonna go through normal procedures for just like, getting the fuel, setting up the plane generally for having passengers.
And these cops seem to be looking at you, but they've not, like, you've not done anything suspicious as of yet, and they don't seem to be noting anything quite at this moment. And then this kind of plainclothes figure walks up to you, and he's like, Excuse me? Hello?
Good eye.
Yeah, are you the proprietor of this aerocraftical device? That's nothing.
Whoa, guys, Daniel's alive.
Right, what can I do for you? Ooh.
Yeah, we're actually we're in the area looking for a potential convicted murderer who we received a tip that was possibly coming to this airstrip. You've not seen yeah, about 6'2", graying skin, kind of bald, long fingers, likely wearing like a tan suit. Smells bad. Really, again, terrible skin.
Nar?
I beg your pardon.
Sorry, I haven't seen anyone.
Well, if you see him, give your local SFPD a call and enjoy your flying.
Not sticking around here for too long. Got to get it. So.
Where are you flying to, friend?
Just flying some friends around. Not too sure yet.
Oh, well, it feels bad in the mouth. It's all the, and also I will say that your plane emits a bit of a smell.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a bit of a musk to it. Tell us about Coop's beautiful Quest Kodiak.
Well, it's beautiful, as you said, Quest Kodiak, coat of nice yellow paint.
Yeah.
Hasn't been repainted in very long. Kind of peeling a little bit, but it's fine. It's a beauty. It's a single turboprop engine propeller. It can go about 2,000 clicks. So
that's about what you need. Yeah. So you're just doing your regular setup, and you see that Jeep that you saw earlier pull up, and Milton and Vernon and Amber, but that's me. You guys see a whole heap of cops around this airstrip, and among them, Vernon, from a mile away, you would recognize one Theodore Yinzer, local shit stirrer, and confusingly
Alive.
prevalent and alive cop, or detective, I should say. And Amber goes, "Oh, yeah, that's that one dude, right?"
Yes. Let's...
I'd rather not talk to him. He kind of seemed like a bit of a shitter. Let's just kind of
Yes.
like breeze past him, pretend that we didn't notice him, right? Like we're allowed to be here.
Yes, I do worry that he seems to know a bit what is going on somehow, and that worries me a great deal. I think we should try to stay as far as we can from him.
So we're just gonna like, do you want to like get your head down? So like, because I really don't want to carry these books. Like, I have a lot of stuff to carry out of this plane, Vernon. Like, we'll pull up next to the plane, and you'll just sneak on when nobody's looking, and it's just me and my good buddy Milton going on a
Yes, I
going
think
on
that
a
would
cross
be-
country plane trip.
That would honestly be preferable. Yes.
And Milton, we're doing this for work. We're saying before you put any narrative on me.
Of course.
Sounds great, man. The Jeep pulls up next to the plane. You see the man that this cop told you to keep an eye out for, Cooper.
No, he told me to keep an eye out for someone with grain skin
That's for
and
grain
kind of
skin.
bald.
You know what? Vernon actually looks pretty great.
He looks
today.
pretty good and has hair.
Cooper,
So.
Cooper just thinks that they're looking for a different murderer.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, no,
honestly.
that's very, very fair. And Yinzer walks up to the car and he's like, Hi, folks, are you Cooper's, are you my buddy Coops' passengers for this flight? Yeah, man. That's right.
You're on.
No, that's okay. Cool. Yeah, we're just loading
Right,
up.
we're all fueled up, ready to go.
Nice, man. I like the energy you bring this one. Yeah. He's like standing pretty near the plane. Yinzer seems to be a big fan of aeronauticals. It's really not. That's not what it would be. And Amber starts loading all these books onto the plane. What are you doing, Vern?
Oh boy, I'm gonna try to use a bit of magic right now to conceal myself.
I love that. Love that for you.
Yes. All right.
So roll
Shall I
your
roll?
use magic and tell me what this looks like.
Ooh, okay. That's a 10 plus 3, a 13.
Fuck off with that shit, man. Okay. So like one of the effects is like do something beyond human ability. And what you marked use magic as
marked
advanced, right?
advanced,
So what does that mean?
yes. Just as on a 12 plus, the keeper will offer you some added benefit. I think what this looks like is I'm sort of just trying to mask myself with the environment in a way, like with all like the cargo going on at the plane. So I'm sort of like it looks like I'm sort of just like rubbing myself against like various like Milton's like duffel bags.
Yeah, you carry a lot of stuff in a big stack, and while you're doing it, you use magic to kind of make it seem like it's just moving on its own in a non-standout type of way.
Yeah.
Like you can see someone's hands behind it,
and, you're
and
like,
it's just
"Oh,
kind of like
boy,
rolling along.
You guys got a real strong one on that one. Now, I think that our tip might have been a little bit erroneous. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think that if you guys see someone named Vernon Roberts, there's been a couple days ago there was a string of like pretty horrifically bloody murders in Cabaret, and I think I might have this guy finally pinned down on some real stuff. So if you
Wait, sorry, is this actually Ted Yinzer?
oh yeah.
I thought it was just a guy who sounded like Ted Yinzer and had the same job as him.
No, this is. I would
I thought you
never
were
do
doing
something
something
like
about the
that.
Ted Yinzer thing.
No, this is genuinely Ted Yinzer. And he's
Okay.
like, yeah, I've got some associates across the state looking for this guy, but I'm gonna be real with you. I think he's probably back in Cabaret where this was all happening. Have you guys ever been to Cabaret, California? And also, classic Ted Yinzer has clearly not recognized Amber. Maybe because she's a woman. We don't know, but prospects do not look good. Oh yeah,
Ted Yinzer misogynist confirmed.
yeah. We
I
found
missed
some
when
people.
Kevin was dead for like 3 episodes.
We found some people with their necks ripped out, with very, very sharp teeth. And this is kind of the MO of this guy from, again, some information that I got from a very reputable source. So if you see this fucker run in the other direction, because he is dangerous, I should know. Yeah. So
Can I whisper to Amber while he's talking?
yeah, man.
Do you want me to get the engine going? It'll take about 10 minutes.
Yeah, right, bud. That would be great. So I'm so sorry. Again, I'm really not making fun of you. It's just like I lived in Australia for a couple of years, so sometimes I slip back into it. Yeah, I've traveled.
Beauty.
Isn't it just? Yeah, we've got all the books onto the plane. Just books. That's it.
Cooper starts walking and
Yeah.
does all of his ready for takeoff checks.
And because you know what, because you got such a good bonus on that use magic roll, Vernon. Do you want to know something, or do you want to +1 going forward?
Ooh. I want to know something.
Ask me one question about Ted Yinzer in this situation that you might pick on, because you've done this magical effect to kind of conceal yourself, and it is heavily for a moment heightened your senses. You've gone into full defense mode. You can see and defend better.
I guess
Kind of along the lines of one of your investigative mystery questions, but it doesn't have to be exactly that. I'm pretty lenient, and I might not give you a full answer, but you will get information from this.
Yes, I guess I kind of want to see more or less how Ted Yinzer figured out this airfield was the place to go.
In his right breast pocket, as you're walking by, you just you kind of tunnel vision on it for a second. You see what appears to be a printed out email, and on the header, you see a company name, Vernon. And can you and next to it you see a logo of a duck inside of a strange circuit board. It's friend of the stream and measly company Hyphae is what it is. And for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a tech and R&D startup in Cabaret, which is explicitly incredibly evil, which friend of the stream and measly angel Kevin now works for.
Big brother of the stream, Hyphae.
Nice. No, that's Simon. That's cute. Oh yeah, y'all are all loaded up on this plane. It's oh my god, I can do it. I can do it.
Do it.
Where the fuck is my? Where could it be? Here it is. You guys are inside the comfortable interior of the Quest. This is genuinely what the inside of a Quest Kodiak looks like. We see a lot of there's a bunch of the seats are covered in stacks of books, and there's a duffel bag with a lot of swords and knives sticking out of it.
I feel like there would be cargo space.
There's I think that you've probably removed a bunch of the seats. Because it is a passenger transport plane. Also, you guys, as soon as you step in, Vernon, you get a incredibly familiar smell. It smells almost exactly like the grove of sickly birch trees where you guys found. So you feel great. You're right at home. But it smells almost exactly like that kind of grove of sickly birch trees. And I'm saying, just for flavor, Cooper, you've never noticed a bad smell inside this train. It's not what this is.
The air train.
It's a bit of a sky train. So y'all are doing your pre-flight checks, putting your not envelopes, seat belts on. Good stream for me. And Amber's like, yeah, so we're stopping off in Theodore, New England. It's a nowhere town, but they've got an airstrip, and I need to pick up some shit there. And then, now Cooper, this plane can cross the Atlantic. Cooper, has this plane crossed the Atlantic before? Awesome.
The thing about that.
Yeah, bud. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've made some modifications. So, in theory,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Really?
In theory, it has before, or in theory, it could.
In theory, it will.
Okay.
Interesting.
Vernon, can we have another sidebar?
Yes.
Hey guys, we're gonna go count swords in the back of this plane. It's gonna be really loud, so you won't be able to hear us, and that's fine because again, we're really just talking about swords on this one, okay? Milton, Milton, Cooper has a fucked up and weird book, it would seem. Go look at that, please.
The flight manual? Well, I wouldn't mind brushing up on my aircraft knowledge a bit, I suppose.
Vernon, this is our team.
Yes, I've become acutely aware of that right now.
Vernon, I don't know if, and like again, this is not a knock against you. This was really, really short notice, and I do know that, but it's Milton and Cooper, and we are going to attempt to. We might, hey man, it might just be you and me breaking into heaven, bro. Because, like, unless these guys pull out some real cool shit, like, hey, I will say, again, Milton has some really cool stuff that we might need to steal. But,
yes. Once again, I think they're gonna be helpful in us getting to where I want to be. But yes, I don't know if I'd exactly trust them with my life.
No.
Or unlife.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty funny. So Vernon, again, I am going to be primarily worried about you staying alive on this one. I'm going to be super honest with you. These guys seem great, but if we are in like a... Oh my fucking god.
These seem great.
These guys seem great. But if we are in a den of ghouls or scary vampires, I'm going to be real legit with you, man. Cooper would probably benefit from that situation. Sorry, Milton would probably benefit from being bit and turned by a vampire, so I'm probably not going to stop that because I think it would make him, like, a lot more useful. And I like Cooper. Cooper seems rad.
He does seem to have some knowledge on things, judging that he was with the Backstabber, but so he may prove useful, but...
Also, what the fuck's the deal with that guy? A lot of... Yeah!
Yes.
He seemed bad. From what I heard, he seemed quite bad. But, like, that's not something... Again, there's a lot of vibes at play here that I have no idea what they mean. This is, like, all tied to that stupid fucking crown that got Trent into all of this bullshit, and I didn't know what it was then, and I was trying to look up what it was, and then there was a hostile takeover of the entire socio-political structure of hell that I personally did not feel safe within, so I extricated myself from that, but I'm really, really wishing that I'd taken a few extra resources before I left Vernon, and this is not on you. Again, so much stress, like, under a lot of stress right now. I might take a nap on the way to New England.
Yes, I think that would be good, although I think Cooper may need help knowing where the landing strip is.
That's very fair. What's that, M3'd? Tonight on Surf and Turf, it seems we've gone back from the future. That's good, man. Yeah, so, yeah, I guess grill Milton for vampiric information. For the love of God, I really hope Cooper knows how to fly a plane, Vernon. I guess, like, there's nothing I can do except take the Lord's name in vain, right? Like, there's no way I can do that in good, like, grace. That's fun. I'd never really There's a lot of interesting theological stuff when, like, you really break it down about you and me, Vernon, which we can maybe talk about over lunch sometime. I'm gonna go take an Indiana Jones hat over the face style plane nap and really mull over some stuff and maybe do a bit of... Jesus fucking Christ.
Get it together.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Together,
Henry, you literally are playing whatever the fuck his name is from the IT crowd.
Yeah, Richmond, Noel Fielding's character.
Yeah, a bit of a Noel Fielding. So yeah, I'm going to take an Indiana Jones style plane nap. Please don't let Cooper crash the plane over Milwaukee if you can.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get to the other side of the country. God, this is really a bigger task than, like, it was the heat of the moment that, and again, like, this is just Vernon and Amber, like, huddled in the back of this plane. I really don't know how well this is gonna go, man. But
yes, no, we're taking some risks.
we're
for
taking
sure.
some risks and some liberties with this one. But c'est la vie. Whoa. Do you guys see
Oh
what
my
my
God.
Do you guys see what my webcam
Yeah,
just did? What
kind
the
of
fuck?
grayed for a
Like, oh
second.
my god. So
You got took over by the brine.
yeah, I was about to say I was literally about to say Henry or Reese. That's your name. The engine
Ken?
is like fully started up in earnest, and it sounds kind of different than your normal plane engine sounds like. There is a thin
Is it like gurgling?
kind of gurgly humming sound and a very constant hum from the blades as they normally would. You guys didn't see Cooper like put any fuel in the plane, but seemingly he must have done that before the flight. And Cooper seems to be kind of equal parts on the flight stick. Or actually, it's not a flight stick. It's a bit of a wheel situation on the Kodiak quest. And flipping through
Because
the
it's a jet.
Hmm?
Because it's a jet,
it's still a prop plane. It's like it's got a propeller,
but it uses jet fuel.
but it uses jet fuel. Well, this one maybe doesn't, but yeah. So Cooper seems to be equal parts flipping through this large, heavy black tome and flying this plane. Tell Vernon and Milton, tell me a little bit about how you spend this. I don't know how long it would take to fly a magically imbued, like, prop jet plane across the United States. So let's call it 6 hours, right? I will say
think-
planes go pretty fast.
I think Cooper invited Milton to come sit in like the
Co-pilot
right
seat.
hand man's the co-pilot seat because he took an interest in the manual.
Wow.
He's at a loss for words.
Depending on the time of day, I might be under sort of several
tarp.
covers. Yeah, just trying
the-
to read one of Milton's books or something.
The sun is beginning to come up. So yeah, Vernon's under a tarp, sitting on some dirt that he poured on the ground. Amber is in the back. She has a sun hat over her face. Milton and Cooper, you guys are probably the only ones that see any of this. You are in the front of the plane as you guys are screaming your way across the early morning. Really a beautiful night sky. And Milton does have vampiric blood. Does he need, like, how does he do with sunlight?
I think sunlight is fine, probably.
He's like,
I mean, I think he probably burns more easily.
I think
than the average person.
he burns pretty easily, but he's also just kind of like a pasty white guy. So like,
Yeah.
Does he get
I
like,
think-
like a sun rash?
no, but also sunscreen. He's also allergic to it, so like he's fucked either way.
Yeah. I think.
I think
Milton's only actual like vampiric trait is that he has to be invited into people's homes, right?
that's like literally the only one that's remained. It's like a pretty dominant gene, one that Vernon does not seem to have.
Yeah, and he looks a little bit younger than he is.
So I'm gonna say Trent. Do you wanna roll me a
Cool.
yeah, either act under pressure or use magic, whichever one you want to flavor this as. Kind of like it's a little bit of both, right, for flying your plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So either
And they
act,
both have the same modifier.
they have the same modifier, so it's the same shit. Yo, I just got an email from Amazon about my taxes from my revenue as a Twitch streamer. I forgot that's something I have to fucking declare. Thank God.
You
Also-
probably don't have to unless it's like.
Oh
if
no,
it's
I made
under, like,
I made
$1,000,
I
don't
made
think it-
$16,000 this year. Imagine.
Wow, that's
It's
unbelievable.
not against TOS to disclose that to the.
Before I hit 100 followers. Just kidding.
I like to think once we're in like a safe space where we're just kind of cruising through the air,
Yeah.
I hit autopilot and I like close all the windows. Like the little like thin windows.
We're-
Like the shades. I
Oh,
mean.
okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, were the
The draft
windows
in
on
here.
this plane open?
No, I meant the shades. Because like obviously we'll still have the sun from like the windscreen, but
Yeah. But yeah,
right.
yeah, give me that roll just to see how well things are going.
It's an 8 + 2 is a 10.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, that's a complete success. So Milton, you see Cooper pretty, like, I would say pretty deftly take this plane up into the air and get to like whatever the cruising altitude is for a plane like this. Who gives a shit? And then opens up this kind of drippy nice this drippy black tome and whisper out some evocation while waving his hands kind of vaguely over the controls of the plane, and you see all the instruments for a second go dark and then spark back up into light, and things seem to be flying a-okay, kind of Sorcerer's Apprentice style though.
And what style is that?
You know the scene with all the mop buckets that are alive?
So sort of Fantasia
Kind
style.
of Fantasia style. Yeah, that's, but like it's
Okay.
called Sorcerer's Apprentice is the name of that one bit.
Oh right, I was thinking about the movie.
The movie with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there's the same scene in
Nicolas
that, my
Cage
guy.
and- Is it Jay, like Bechamel or something?
Is that him? The guy who played fucking
think
not
so.
Toothless, the guy who played fucking himself in This Is the End.
Yeah,
He smoked mad weed with Seth Rogen. This is nothing.
and he's Canadian and the host of a Canadian comedy show.
So you think you can last one laughing or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys like this D&D podcast that we're doing? Yeah, so you, Milton, like see this and are probably, I don't know, mildly impressed. And you guys see that there are the beginnings of storm clouds forming in the sky. Nothing crazy as of right now, but it seems that the weather seems to be changing as you guys are flying over the middle of the United States. What's folks doing? Just like kind of continuing as it. What's Milton doing right now?
I think Milton has cracked open one of the tomes that he brought, and he's brushing up.
And also a cold one.
Yeah, of ginger ale.
All right. Yeah. Fuck it. You can use your that one. Do you have the expert move where you get to take +1 going forward if your stuff pertains to your research? I think that's.
Nope.
Well, never mind. Well, you're simply researching.
Yeah. That's mechanically this doesn't do anything, but I don't think there's a move that like works exactly like that. But it doesn't really matter. This is just a flavor.
I simply can't remember. Yeah. So what are you reading into, and I'll give you a little bit of information. Actually, don't roll investigate a mystery. Actually,
Okay.
makes a lot.
While
more
he's
sense.
rolling,
Yeah.
I just want to point out that everyone has probably noticed quite a bit of explosives on the plane.
Yeah,
Like,
I would,
when
very
yeah.
fair. Like Vernon, while you were finding a tarp to hide under, you unveiled a very large box of
like dynamite.
like yeah, no, like just straight up sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
That's Australians for you.
Australians be exploding.
I got a 9 total.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. I think the investigative mystery is like the most pertinent here. Just so you're trying to find out information about like Lowry and the Lowry Ellis and the general European
Do I have a,
vampire population.
Do I have a list of like questions that I have to choose from if I get a 9?
You get to
Uh.
hold one from that from the investigative mystery list, which I don't have up in front of me. 'Cause I
Okay,
can't
sorry,
hold
let me
my
just pull
stuff.
it. Okay,
Sounds
what I
really
will
good.
ask is,
Yep.
none of these questions are really super applicable.
I thought there was like a
I-
location question that was like, where was it last? Or
Well, like,
something.
It's where did it go? But I don't know how we've already read, like we already have like a most recent location that I would find in a book that I have.
so I'm
So I
saying
guess I'm
ask.
gonna-
You can
I'm
ask
gonna
like
ask-
a pretty. You can ask like a
I
question,
think-
and I might give you a non-very specific answer.
Okay, I'll ask what happened here as a general, like maybe I have a book about like European vampire lore history or whatever.
So vampires in Europe are a lot more like by the books than they are in the United States. Ones that have come to the United States are kind of like trying to break into their own new, but like in Europe, it's very like there are counts, there are barons, they live in big specific castles. Like bloodlines, fucking obviously, are pretty important to vampires. There's a lot of debate about like who the first vampire was. Some people say it's Cain. Some people say that like the stuff in the Christian Bible is kind of bunk. So that much is a little bit up in the air. You do know that they stand on kind of not circumstance, on ceremony a lot more than your classic American vampire. That being said, you do know that Ellis and Lowry moved from Wales to the United States and then seemingly back to Ingevanden sometime 50 or so years ago. So something you're going to want to keep track of is if you have any humans with you, they might see those as deferential gifts upon entering their household. So you think that Lowry and Ellis are likely going to be. Also, I'm playing like plain white noise right now. It's really just setting the mood mainly for me. That Ellis and Lowry are probably going to be pretty going to be chiller compared to most vampires that you're going to run into in Europe. But if you meet any other ones, you want to kind of brush up on your your blood tea ceremonies, like your specific vampire handshakes and hand signals, your deferential hexes and curses that you want to either forego or specifically use against people, stuff such as that. You know that Ingevanden, literally translating to entrails, is a pretty classic safe hub for bloodsuckers and your classic. And you're reading this all out like it's like in-flight information heading to the country that you're going to. Your classic blood-sucking, fleshy. There's a lot of ghouls in Ingevanden. Some people say that it was a ghoul-founded territory. Some people say it's simply called that because the river that it is built upon is kind of like the entrails leading into the larger rivers of not New England, the Netherlands. So yeah, that's like kind of the general information that you're getting. I will say, Cooper, these storm clouds are getting thicker, and you're starting to run into a little bit of a pilot's favorite turbo, Ylintz. That's really good.
Especially when you have to remove the last syllable.
Turbo Ylintz.
Just like my ambulance.
Nice. So yeah, you are seeing some pretty heavy. It doesn't appear to be thunder or anything of such. They seem to be very, very dense rain clouds forming kind of all around you. What's Coops doing?
I think you're gonna try and avoid like the rough patches. Checking like fuel gauge to see if I have enough to like circumvent.
You should be good. You're either going to fly lower or considerably higher. Both come with their little quirks. So do you want to roll me another? Let's call this one another act under pressure, actually. And this is probably going to be like the last flying check for this one. I'm going to say this is about 3/4 of the way into your plane flight.
That's a 12.
It's a 12? Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And I went over the clouds.
Okay, so you're flying up through a much thinner part of the clouds, and
but definitely not like past the limit of the plane.
Oh yeah. And like I'm gonna say that you know the limits of this plane pretty well. Again, just with how well you've been rolling for all these handling checks, I think that we can cement that you're a pretty decent pilot. Which is maybe starting to build up your confidence in this guy a little bit more, Vernon. Again, this is a pork and
He has
beans
traveled
contact.
a lot.
Oh yeah,
like
Cooper has seen the world. As you are flying over these clouds, Vernon, I want you to take 1 point of damage. Milton, you do not, because you're not quite enough of a vampire to be affected by this holy area. But maybe you see Vernon go ow, and if you want, you can you can pick it up as well. And Vernon, you can feel that you are flying through consecrated ground while going through this cloud right now. This is
I
holy
take it
storm cloud.
this one harm ignores my immortality.
Yes, it does. And you, probably Cooper and Milton at the front of the plane, you guys see strange and mysterious lights within these clouds. Because you rolled so well to avoid them, you are not kind of like flying through the center of them, but you see kind of pinpricks of light, some quite large, some quite small, within these thick, like heavy, like black rain clouds. And you are climbing up, and you are above them now, and below you, you just see this broiling, boiling, roiling sea of heavy clouds. And it almost looks like there are waves playing over the surface of them. And for a second, Cooper, you're a little bit panicked, because how did you get to the ocean? Nope, this is a different thing.
Yeah. And I'm also probably pretty panicked because you do study clouds when you do pilot school.
These are not cumulonimbus.
I've seen.
Yeah, these are very different. Yeah, these are wind patterns that simply should not be possible. And I'm gonna say, Amber, when you kind of get that jerk of holy pain, Vernon, Amber kind of shakes awake under her wide-brimmed sun hat. She's like, Jesus, is Kevin here? What the fuck? Oh no, this is different. Cooper, little update, buddy.
What's up?
Yeah, no, I'd like to know.
A bit of turbulence. Had to go above the clouds.
Sick. You've taken pouting classes. What type of cloud is that? See, that isn't what I thought. Vernon, what's your fucking read on this? Also, so actually, you know what? Milton, what's your read on this situation?
Oh,
You got your books, huh?
Should I roll for investigative mystery?
Sure, man. I mean, Vernon, you can as well. But like, Amber's trying to throw this kid a bone.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way I could know what this is.
I really don't think so, man.
All right,
yeah.
that's an 11.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's investigative mystery.
I hold 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask, what is being concealed here, and what can it do? Of the cloud.
Well, first of all, you don't know a lot about heaven and like angelic stuff. It's really not in your purview very much, but you do know enough because it's something that can harm vampires.
I also think it's probably just like probably more difficult to find information on. Like,
like surf and turf heaven is pretty arcane about the true information revealed out there. But like from some like firsthand accounts from. You know what? Actually, you know what? How we can retcon this? You find a little bit of information from a journal of Lowry Roberts that was kind of tucked away in your all your stuff earlier, which is like a bit of some of the only firsthand information about heaven that we here on Earth have, and it speaks about. And like it's written very kind of arcanely and cryptically in like kind of long form, like old English cursive, and you're slowly deciphering stuff. But it be when the sky boileth with the wave of the horth, and within this.
Yo, that slaps.
Nice, man.
Bars, man.
And briefly within this cloud, now that you're kind of looking for these keywords, you see what appears to be a very large horse-like shape with glowing white eyes. Is kind of tracking its way through these thick watery clouds. So that is what is being concealed here. And what was the other one? You can ask a different question if you don't want to know what sort of creature it is, or you can continue with that one for a bit more information.
My other question was going to be, what can it do?
What can it do? you see nice. You see almost like a spotlight type dual beams of light coming from this large pseudo seahorse, pseudo like anglerfish style creature, just shine out through the night, and you see maybe there's like a bird flying up really high, and it gets caught in this beam, and the bird freezes completely midair. And Coops, you also see this bird get hit by a beam. But I'm gonna say, with this kind of information, you know that this is some type of hunter tracker figure. You don't know if it is a very specifically minded one. Like, it can like sense its surroundings, but it does not appear to be one of the more intelligent denizens of hell. Heaven.
Cooper, do you think it might be possible to take a bit of a detour or an alternate route of sorts? I
reckon it's a good idea.
Yeah,
It's like
doing some aileron rolls.
I'm putting some distance, kind of as much as our fuel would allow.
Yeah. As you are jetting away, this cloud, and it's not like insurmountably large, but it's quite big, appears to be moving in you guys' direction. It seems to have kind of gotten a bit of a, not an APB, a bit of a scent on you guys. And Amber is now like fully up, and oh, Chris, you can't stop, you can't keep dropping these fucking bombs in chat. Amber is fully up, and is now wielding her large wrought iron demonic sword. And I gotta say, Milton, it's a specimen if you've ever seen one. And I'm not talking about the sword. That's gross.
Does Milton know about this sword?
This is the first time Milton has seen this sword.
All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he possessed any knowledge.
Oh, well, I mean, he would have to roll for that, and I don't know if now is the time.
Right.
You were doing a roll to like kind of like evade this cloud. I'm gonna let that continue. You are like actively like flying away from it, Cooper, and doing a pretty good job of that, but it still seems to be actively on you. Amber is like, I've fought heaven stuff before. I don't know if we want to engage in plane against cloud combat on this one.
Yes.
I might defer to you, Vernon, and
I think
Milton.
it would be best to take the coward's approach and hide from this.
Fair income.
I think hiding is probably the best course of action, yes. Amber, you'll have to tell me about that sword of yours.
I would, Milton, I would love to. Perhaps at another time. So, are we thinking... I think that magic might be useful on this one.
Yes.
While
do we
Oh, yeah, no,
have anything of heavens on us? I think that could be useful, but if not, try and whip up what we've got here.
Could we perhaps conceal the plane temporarily?
Yeah, I was thinking we can conceal the plane, try to make something for this thing to go after instead of us, or make the plane go unreasonably faster. That one would be fun. However...
I have a question for Max, the DM.
Hey, what's up, Reese?
Is my plane like a hybrid car where I can just kind of switch off the brine mode? Like, am I actively like channeling something into this plane?
I think the plane itself has been like enhanced by this like briny magic,
enchanted.
but I think that you can probably like switch over, but I think it has a pretty high chance of the engine like stalling. So I think it's possible. I think it's possible, but dangerous. Which is kind of your whole thing.
I want to like, because I think that maybe it's attracted to the magic.
Mm-hmm.
What paired with whatever the other people are doing, I want to like lessen the magical footprint that I'm leaving.
Cool. So while Melvin, Amber, and Vern kind of commit the magic that they want to do, let's get a use magic roll from you, Coops. See how that goes.
I'm gonna use my move called Flirting with Disaster.
Mm-hmm.
When you use magic that you recognize
sorry, real quick,
as
I guess we should say that Milton is using the expert playbook.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
And Vernon is Cooper is using the Thrill Seeker playbook, which is a homebrew one that I've made I'm going to make some minor modifications to, because one of its moves is a little bit fucking broken, but the ones that Reese have gone with are all very fun.
I don't know which one was broken.
The luck move is the issue there. So I'm going to give you an alternative to that. So if you use luck today, there will be another thing. But yeah, we're sticking to
So flirting with disaster.
Yep.
When you use magic that you recognize as dangerous or that you have been warned about, you may roll plus charm instead of weird.
Fuck.
And then I have like glitches.
What is
if I need it?
Your whole thing is just rolling charm as opposed to your other moves. You rat bastard.
No, I think that's backstabber.
Weird.
Oh, sorry. Also, I'm going to say that there is now, like, rain. Oh, actually, yeah, there wouldn't be because you're above the cloud level. There is not rain beating against the windows of the plane.
Yeah, that's why I purposely went above instead of below. I was like, oh shit, it's raining.
What the fuck?
Does off the table count?
Nope.
Okay.
God, those dice sound big.
It's an 8 total.
Okay. So yeah.
And then I can choose one of these glitches for the spell. The magic is terrifying, the magic causes collateral damage, or I'm cursed.
What do you go with, Cooper?
I'm gonna say the magic causes a bit of collateral damage.
So you are trying to lessen the brinish magic on this plane and try to revert it to a bit more of like a fuel burning situation, albeit temporarily. What that means, Cooper, is you are flying. You're flying this plane, and you kind of you hit a button / do an incantation, and you feel from both within you and within this plane a sudden as it's like instantaneously a large amount of black ice forms around this plane and sloughs off and falls to the city below.
Oh.
Yeah, you have just dropped a very large amount of ice onto a populated city, Cooper. And you have noticed this. No one else has yet.
Then I shall continue.
You shall continue on. But I will say...
Do I know what city? I would have a GPS or something, right?
Yeah, let me real quick pull up a map of the United States. Yeah, because if it's like Delaware, who gives a shit?
How close are we to the East Coast?
You are... Oh my god, let me just... Why is the default not for north to be up? Yeah, you're going from San Francisco, and you're going to New England. Where is New England?
Where is New England?
Is it? Oh yeah. Well, New England is just the area. Sorry, you guys are going like to the Providence, like Rhode Island area. You just dropped a very large amount of ice over Bentonville, Arkansas.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a fuck? Yeah, so you've just like carpet bombed a small city, Cooper,
God.
With like horrific, magical, terrible ice.
What time is it?
It's about 10 a.m.
Well, we left at 4.
Or well, you left at like the sun was coming up, so you left at like 6.
So 6?
Yeah. Or well, like
And
it's winter, so like 7.
Oh god, so it is like midday.
So you just dropped a shit ton of horrible magical ice on what do I say, Dentonville, Arkansas.
Yeah, at like 3 in the afternoon.
Oh my god. Yeah, well,
Because
you
of the
saw
time
that.
difference.
You saw that, Cooper. Ooh, yeah. You know what? Actually, you get a little. You can feel where this ice is right now, and you can feel it slowly falling. And you have full sensory awareness of this large hunk of ice.
That's unfortunate, but we press on.
7 dead.
Oh my god.
And you know what, Denton? Or, you know what, Denton? You know what, Cooper?
What's up?
Take +1 forward to use magic as you feel something pleased with you.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's good actually. So yeah, you are now in full non-magical you are in full non-magical control over this plane, which is now running on your more limited store of jet fuel rather than the kind of brinish sauce. And you will need to, before taking off again, redo some magic to bolster up this stuff. So you guys hear the plane go, and then things seem to stabilize to normality as you guys are flying along. Yeah, you hear the engine fully stall for a second, and then
Do we like start to dip?
it's like, yeah, you're like skimming the cloud level for a second.
I've never been too much of a fan of flying, but
Milton,
yeah,
roll me act under pressure real quick.
see if I
This is literally what I live for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have a move.
God, I've seen it all
Actually-
before.
No, I've read about this sort of thing. I have a move which is rolling plus sharp instead of cool when you act under pressure.
You
But
know
I
what?
honestly don't think it's applicable.
No,
here.
I think you
It
were,
is. No, you read the
because
manual.
you read the manual for the plane. You know where the barf
Oh, right,
bags are.
okay. Then I guess I get a 12.
Oh my god. Wow. So you do vomit, but you find the barf bag so quickly, no one even notices.
Wow.
And you know what, actually, you feel better now. It's like when you're really drunk and you puke and you feel like you're a little bit invigorated. Like, any apprehension from your stomach is gone because now you know what puking in a plane feels like. That's nothing. So Amber, Milton, and Vernon, as this is happening, you guys are scrambling to figure out what to do magically to evade this large cloud that's following you. This cloud that has a seahorse in it.
Yes, I was thinking that if we had access to something of Kevin's, perhaps we could try to perhaps counteract some of the stench that perhaps Amber and I are giving off.
Yeah.
Some of his refined stuff.
I'm
but,
gonna be real, I don't have anything of Kevin's on me, but Vern, if you can
No.
justify having something of the guys on you, that'll be fair, but you don't seem as a guy who takes keepsakes from his friends.
No, so since I don't think that is an option, I think it might be best just to try to speed things up, as it were.
Oh my god. So yeah, I'm gonna call this... I'm gonna call this, this is gonna be like a bit of a communal use magic roll. So it's probably gonna be Vernon rolling this one, but I'm gonna let Milton roll help out just to see how useful you are in this whole situation, just to see if you are actively a detriment or a boon. Hold on.
Okay, I got a 4.
So Milton
And
is,
I will help out.
no, you are otherwise engaged with
You are carpet bombing.
I'm
you
kind
are
of bumbling
carpet
around.
bombing Denton, Arkansas.
It's only ice.
It's only
and
dented.
The plane isn't that big.
It's simply
The
evil
likelihood that it
ice.
hits someone is very small.
7 dead in Denton, Arkansas. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a -1 on this one, Vernon. Milton, why?
Why? Oh, because I'm.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, wait. When you fail on help out, it just exposes you to danger, right?
I think so. I think I'm just like not handling the pressure well and kind of bumbling around and like.
And Vernon,
I should be sitting down with my seatbelt on.
Vernon, for this magic, you're gonna need some very fresh blood.
Interesting. I don't.
You're gonna need some fresh blood, and you're gonna need some explosives to make this plane go faster.
Well, it's a good thing we have the explosives now.
You just don't wanna
Milton,
get shot.
would you be willing to give some blood for a spell? I don't know how well it might even work with yours, but I think it should do the trick.
Why don't we use Cooper's?
Because we
He
want him
has-
to be able to fly the plane, Milton.
We can draw blood for it. The pilots
I
can
love
donate blood all the time when they're flying, right?
I love the image of Amber and Vernon just cornering Milton
Milton,
in
you're
the
not.
plane.
Milton, you're a bona fide vampire. Surely you're not afraid of a little bit of blood loss.
You're a hero, aren't you?
You're a hero, aren't you? You're going on this quest with us, aren't you, man?
Yeah.
Uh,
You want to
think
make
of
you want to
blood
make
cost,
some fucking money, don't you, Milton?
Jesus.
It's
This
more,
is,
more of a currency. Think about it that way.
Okay, I can, if it's truly needed, I can make a donation, I suppose.
And we can
do we
even,
have
we can
a
even take it
sterile
with your own
IV or-
dagger if you would like.
I've got my
bone dagger?
very large sword.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry,
That's more comforting than,
Milton using his own knife.
yeah, well, yeah.
God, for a second I thought Discord crashed again.
I trust, I think I trust Amber more, with, any, physical skill-based thing than I trust myself.
All right, Amber. What do you present to her?
I guess I'll present, like I'll like roll up my sleeve like I'm at the blood donation clinic, and I'll just like put my arm down like as if on the, I'm presenting my, whatever this is.
Yo, Coops, you got like a Tupperware? No? Okay, and Amber just kind of like cups her hand under your arm. Milton?
There's no
Wait,
way. you
I have
to
a I have a move
Yeah?
where I can, if I need something unusual or rare, I can roll to see if I
see if you have
might
a,
Oh, wait.
see if you have a thermos.
Yeah, we'd have like plastic cups for like water.
Yeah, classic. You know, well, I think that Cooper keeps solo cups on his plane.
Yeah.
Well, if all you need is a solo cup of blood, then
An entire
Sure.
solo cup. That's so much blood. Yeah. So Amber holds out her wicked, like, black wrought iron Zweihander, and like one-handed just kind of slices along your arm there, Milton. And nice. I knew it was coming. And blood springs out, and she catches it deftly in a solo cup and hands it to you, Vernon. And Vernon, you don't know if this blood is vampiric enough for you to not drink, but ooh boy, is it tempting. I mean, you've got blood on you, but it's kind of old, right? Got a lot of
fresh stuff.
platelet particulate floating on the top of it. This is some pretty fresh. This is Milton blood, man. He's oil fed. But you know, I'm not gonna make you drink your party member's blood. You got some explosives, and you guys are just kind of like crammed into the.
Wait, sorry.
yeah.
Should I take harm for that?
Yeah, take 2 harm. I think is
Okay.
yeah. Psilocybin.
I don't have any sort of armor, right?
I don't think Milton has any armor. Right?
Yeah, I don't think.
He's got a fucking flak vest.
Milton, if you're feeling a little woozy, I can try to heal you up later. But let's.
Thank you, Vernon.
So Vernon, I'm gonna get you to roll use magic, and I'm saying Milton, you are a little woozy. You're maybe having a nice little in-flight ginger ale and some tiny cookies. Vernon, so you are using these explosives and this blood to make the plane go faster. What does this look like?
I really just like the idea that like I'm sort of just like I have the blood and I'm kind of just like as if they're like panko breadcrumbs. I'm sort of just coating the dynamite sticks in it.
And then just focusing your magic on it and imbuing that intent and that ability to the engine of this plane. And by hook or by crook, let's hope this goes well. Roll use magic, friend of the stream, Vernon. And,
So Vernon's basically doing the engine's job for it and just create a localized explosion.
he's kind of pulling a Captain Haddock and breathing alcohol fumes
Yeah.
from the engine of this
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things could have gone better. I did get a 9 total.
Okay, so there's going to be an effect, which I think is the
Yes.
plane goes quicker. Can you read me out that list of quirks there, or glitches that you get from Use Magic? And for folks not in the know, Use Magic is
Yes.
a weird-based move for anything magical that you do in this game. And on a mixed success, which is 7 to a 9, things go well, but also things go poorly at the same time. And for Use Magic, there's an option of glitches that Chris can choose from, and then I apply to the situation. It's a very story and collaborative-driven RPG, and I like it quite a bit.
Yes. So first one is the effect is the effect is of short duration. I take 1 harm, ignore armor. the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention or as a problematic side effect. Now, specifically, the draws immediate unwanted attention, I think, would be kind of
counterintuitive to the whole situation here.
So, you know what? I'm gonna go. Has a problematic side effect. Good one.
More ice.
I mean, this time I've got dynamite.
So Vernon, you're really kind of like rubbing all up and down this stick of dynamite with this blood, really coating it all up in the stuff, and you kind of hold it. It's like floating in your palm in front of you, and you kind of close your eyes and do your whole blood magic thing. The fuse lights. And there's a very tense moment from everyone there as you see this lit fuse getting closer and closer to this stick of dynamite. And as it hits it, you just hear... And then... yeah, the plane flies, not necessarily like wings at the top of it, propeller forward, ailerons at the back, more so kind of... in whatever orientation, and I don't think that anyone other than Cooper and maybe, well, actually, you know what, Milton, probably wearing a seatbelt right now, right?
Yes, at this point. I think I buckled myself in when the blood drawing was
Cooper, do you think that you would be wearing a seatbelt in the pilot seat? And be very honest with me.
As a pilot, yes.
As a man, yes. Amber and Vernon, I think you were both probably standing up for this magic.
Yes.
You guys are just hurtled, and there are swords and books and TNT just kind of flying wherever. Cooper, I'm gonna say that your control of this plane right now is limited, as it is just kind of careening ass over tail feathers across the greater United States.
Can I roll to keep it under control?
Yes, that is going to be I'm going to give you a -1 on this act under pressure roll.
If we're going pretty fast, right?
We're going very quickly, yes.
Can I use magic to re-enable our brine boost?
Okay, but this is going to be unbelievably dangerous, and I want you to know that.
We're going to...
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to die. Vernon is never going to make it to heaven. And you know what's worse? We're going to lose Milton in the process. So I'm really coming at Milton this session, Henry, but I do love it.
Would you say that this use magic roll is dangerous?
And I do think that you know it's dangerous, yes. Like, you explicitly knew that the only safe way of, like, reactivating this brine thing was from, like...
the ground.
From the ground, and you are careening, like you have maybe come close to breaking the sound barrier in this fixed wing prop plane. I will say the cloud, least of your worries right now.
Yeah.
And right. Denton, Arkansas, 8 dead.
That's a 5 plus 2, 8 plus 2 is 10. That's a complete success.
What does this look like? Vernon, you know what? Actually, no, I know what this looks like. Vernon, you're the God. So as you are like, and also Vernon, I'm gonna get you to take 2 harm, but you can ignore one of them with your whole thing. You know what, Milton, take 1, like, force damage just from moving this quickly. Cooper as well. You guys are moving so fast in, like, not a seat designed for that.
Armor ignore it?
What armor do you have?
It's part of my gear. I just get 1 armor of a distinct style.
And, sorry, real quick. Are we talking, like...
It's enchanted shades.
Your fucking pit vipers give you +1 armor. Amazing. So yeah, you guys are flying across the sky, and again, it's suddenly very quiet as the there is, you know, wind rushing by, incredibly loud sounds, but again, that that hum of the engine that was still there over everything cuts off again, and you guys are simply careening across the sky, not silently, but kind of motionlessly. And then at that last moment, you all see, almost on autopilot, Cooper unbuckles his seatbelt and stands up, seemingly unaffected by the gravity of this plane, eyes simply pitch black, this black tome in his left hand, and suddenly Vernon's knife in the other hand. And Vernon, you don't know how that ended up there. And that's maybe a little bit concerning for you. And Cooper, you are kind of hazy about what's happening right now. You're it's kind of like you're blackout. Like, you are for sure aware of what's going on right now. You're in a bit of an altered state. And you simply grab the wheel, and there's another word other than wheel, but like you grab the, did I say worm?
Yeah.
you grab the worm.
Man.
And
Max grabbed thy worm.
grabbing
stick.
thy worm. You grab the stick that's not quite a stick and not quite a wheel, whatever it's fucking
I
called.
don't know what you would call it. Helm?
And you grab the helm and you simply stabilize the plane. It is now going vertical, or it is now going horizontal, still way too quickly. And you have a real big head rush right now, Coop. You
the
All
yoke.
the adrenaline.
on the yolk. Thank you so much. You are yolked up on that yolk, and you all see Cooper's eyes are like pitch black, and within them you see stars. Yeah, and that's what's going on right now. Amber is very desperately holding on to the like one of the chairs of this plane as you guys are still careening across the sky, but less tumbleweedy. What's like Koopa doing right now? Like, is he saying anything fun?
I think just like full on focus mode for getting like the situation under control.
It's like a TikTok. Yeah, for sure. You guys are, I'm gonna say, you're gonna be needing to start, losing altitude to, and Amber's like, yeah, we're getting pretty near. Once we start getting down in, if you could just start getting near, what I called it Theodore, right? Fuck, where is it in my notes? I think I said, I wrote this down, like, in a notes app, like, 3 days ago.
Theodore Windsor.
I think I said, did I say Theodore? I can't find it. Whatever the fucking name of the small town in...
Providence?
I mean, yeah, it's near Providence.
Oh, near Providence.
Yeah, that's it's not where it be, but yeah, we're near fucking Providence in, not Delaware. Fucking, I'm losing it.
Rhode
man.
Island.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys are careening down near Providence, Rhode Island. Vernon, you are now like pretty stably on your feet. Cooper, I'm gonna say that you are not losing consciousness, but you are beginning to fade a little bit. Is anybody doing anything right now, or simply enjoying the ride?
I think I'm simply
Simply puking more.
yeah. Should I like I feel like I should maybe be passing out at this point.
You know what? I think Milton is asleep.
Permission to pass out, Your Honor?
Granted.
Thank you.
Is that a quote from Trent in episode 1?
Nice. That's good. You guys are careening towards, I think I said Theodore. Rhode Island. I'll have to look through the tapes. Do you think you've been to Rhode Island before, Cooper?
Maybe around the area, but not specifically to Rhode Island.
Yeah, I'm
like
saying
I've been around.
you guys aren't going to a particularly big town. Like it's a bit bigger than Cabaret, but it's like, you know, it's kind of whatever New England. And there's a field that you can see that you can land in. The landing is, do you want to roll me one more act under pressure to see how well you pull this one off with your current kind of state of affairs? I will say the plane is also juddering and shuddering violently.
That's a 12.
Bruh! Excellent. It's a textbook landing. You get a little bit of that, like, bump. You kind of air shield it as you hit the ground. That's a ultimate Frisbee joke for all the ultimate heads in the class. You get a little bit of a bounce.
And you get ultimate head.
Banned from the stream. I do, though. Yeah, you... No. He became anime for a second there. Yeah, you bounce and kind of you do a bit of a screeching halt in this muddy field, and everyone, for a moment, everything is calm, and you guys, and everybody, welcome to Rhode Island.
Finally,
we made it. And Amber says, okay, yeah, I'm going to, it's very funny, Solo. Amber says, okay, I'm gonna need to be off this plane for a while. I'm just gonna run into town and pick something up. If anybody wants to come with me, they can. But this is not, I mean, I can imagine there's a lot of people that don't want to be on this plane right now. Hey, Cooper, what the fuck was that? For real?
How do you mean?
Awesome. Okay, fine. And Amber gets off the plane and starts, like full-on sprinting towards the local town. And I'm gonna say it's like, what? 4 p.m.? Something like that? Sure. Oh, wait, time zones.
Maybe.
Just add like 8 hours.
Nah, like 3.
Add like 3 hours
Yeah.
is what I meant to say.
It's like 7 p.m. You guys are so disoriented. You could be anywhere. Milton's in over his head. I will say Cooper seemingly did not notice that he had that knife in his hand and kind of dropped it once the kind of magic stuff was dying down. What are either Milton or Vernon or Cooper following Amber into town?
No, I think I'm gonna hang back and try to help out with the either the plane or Milton.
I have to do my like landing checks.
I guess
Like, I
I'll
can
be
go-
staying in the plane,
Yeah, and then
Or,
and kind of a
like staying by the plane.
yeah. Actually, it's not a biplane. It's only got the one wing.
Nice.
Well, it's technically got 2 wings, but like you know what I mean. Hey,
I'm gonna get out for a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, Milton, you step onto the unfamiliar East Coast grass, and you feel a bit of a knot in your stomach as a solid West Coasterner. How's Milton doing right now? Do you think?
Fairly poorly, I think.
Yeah, that's probably pretty fair.
I've been
You've been better.
bloodlet,
You've been bloodlet.
and I've been jostled, thoroughly jostled.
And you've careened, as I've said a few times now, you've careened Abjul Depard, that's not his name, across the sky.
Yeah.
You guys have, I'm gonna say, Amber won't be back for like an hour. So you have an hour to kill, however you wish. I'm gonna say, Cooper, you're doing like your post/pre-flight checks. You guys are getting ready to fly cross Atlantic. I'm gonna say that you have like, for the food needers, I think Cooper probably keeps food in his plane. Like you've stocked up on like shit that you need. Is there anything that the 3/2 of you need to do while you're still in the continental United States?
I don't think so.
Very fair. Yeah, you got
No.
you got everything you need on that plane.
Yeah.
You guys see a type of bird that you can only see on the East Coast, and you're filled with a little bit of like perspective that wow, you really have gone a far distance.
And then I pack up all the dynamite and make sure it's all
Yeah,
safe.
and really securely. Yeah, you start collecting
Yeah.
all the fucking swords and like magic knives that were flying everywhere. Milton, your juju bag spilled on the floor. The ape didn't get out though.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. That would have been, hey guys, that's the disaster scenario for this stream.
Oh.
Yeah, things are very quiet in this small field in New England. There's the occasional seagull. There's a faint sea breeze. You guys can see I guess the sun is setting now. And Vernon, you're trying to stay out of the sun there. And you guys see also that chest that Amber had in her Jeep was still is in the plane, and Amber appears to be coming over the hill, and she looks very serious indeed. And you don't see, like, she doesn't appear to be like carrying anything on her. And she's like, "Well, that was annoying and unfortunately necessary, but I don't believe we'll be getting similar interference on our flight to Ingvanden. I, for one, and Cooper, I'm gonna be real with you, homie, do not want to get back on this plane, but again, oh yeah, I don't know if I've really explained a lot of the situation to you two, and like, some of the
not
specifics
really anything at
you guys
all.
aren't gonna know. We're trying to track down 2 vampires. Both of them are this guy's mom and dad. We're going to Holland, for one. That's where you come in, Milton. What's up, man?
Sorry, I'm just gonna say out of character. They mentioned like breaking into heaven to Cooper a couple of times just to like
Yeah.
make sure he's okay with it. I don't think they ever mentioned anything about that to Milton.
Nope.
did they?
I don't believe so.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And then
Holland. I thought you said hidden.
oh no, we are going to heaven after the fact. Yeah. Good
No.
shout. Yeah.
Sorry.
So first of all, nice.
Sorry, what's that?
Huh?
What's up, Milton?
Oh, we're going to Holland.
No, sorry. You said we're going to and then what? Where are we going after?
Oh, the
Holland?
reason that we're tracking down these two vampires is one of them is one of the few people that's ever broken into heaven. My
Yes,
boyfriend and my good friend here's, I guess, employee. What's your relationship with Trent Vern? I've never really asked.
Oh my god.
I'd say he is a coworker.
Wow, fucking high praise from you.
Yeah.
So yeah, friend of the stream, our buddy Trent. Well, he's my friend, and he's a little bit more than that. Whoa, it happened again. The brine got me. I think that means that Discord's gonna crash in like 2 minutes, so get ready for that, everybody. So yeah, Trent is in heaven right now. He's not dead, but he's getting close. So we are going to. I say we again. No pressure, but you will be rewarded very heavily, and you might learn a thing or two about the origin of vampires, Milton. But again, I really don't know how useful you're going to be in heaven. You're mainly a Europe guy for us.
Very little is really known about heaven. I've never heard of a human making the passage.
Oh, his name's
any
Trent.
other way than, yes, but the operative thing that I know about him is that he's a human man, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about yourself, because like you're so sorry, I forgot you are a vampire.
Yes, of course, thank you. But I've never heard of a human making passage to heaven without dying.
Yeah, he was taken there, I think, from what Vernon was saying, by car.
Yes, I guess I wasn't there for that part.
Never mind,
but-
Vernon didn't say that to me.
Uh,
But we can basically assume, yeah. We met a guy named the Nautilus. He was trying to kill us. Seemingly, things went better for... Also, we have a guy that we know named Kevin. He's an angel. And he is also in heaven right now. It's super easy to remember because they rhyme. So yeah, that's kind of our three-step plan here. Again, I can reward you monetarily, magically, shit like that. Again, this is pretty fucking important to me and kind of time-sensitive. Yeah, man?
of course. No further questions then, I suppose.
Cool. Again, like, you're mainly our Europe guy, but, like, if you want to come, bro, like, an extra body is always great.
Of course it would be extremely dangerous.
Yeah, that's
But
why, I think that's why Coop's here.
I couldn't pass up the chance to see it in person.
And, like, do you have, like, next of kin?
Are you asking me if I have procreated with a woman, a human woman who's decided to be with me in any sort of physical way?
No, I just, like, if you... Wow. You know what? Never mind.
No, I'm just kidding. I have a son.
Oh, dude, same.
I don't speak to him hardly ever, but
Do you have his, like, email? Or, like...
yeah, the proper arrangements will be made, of course. I haven't much to leave him but my shop and my books, but I suppose that's another. Why is that all about me all of a sudden? I feel like we're focusing on me a little bit
Sorry,
too much.
Cooper, if you happen to die on this mission, not... Just, like...
Cooper's still like doing rounds and like checking the plane, making sure everything's ready to go.
Cooper!
Like, yeah.
If you die, who should we tell? Or, like, wire the money to?
Anyone you can, really.
Yeah?
I sort of want to be like a legend, so.
like, just give it to charity? Or, like, just to, like, pork and beans?
Sure.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe some of it could go to my dear son.
If you don't die, but Cooper does?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fucking okay.
I'm not really versed in law, so.
No,
I'm
but I
also
mean,
not
I
very
really
well
don't
versed
know
in my
how, like,
son.
humans/vampires really do stuff. I'm, like, more of, like, a dirt gal. But yeah, no, that sounds great. So we're gonna be in this plane again. And Cooper, like, again, we can find a different plane if you need to.
She's a beauty.
Yeah, so we're gonna fly from here, the United States of America, across the Atlantic Ocean, one of the bigger oceans, to the Netherlands, and that's gonna work.
You do know that we just flew 4,000 kilometers.
Yeah, damn, that is less distance, pretty much. It's pretty equivalent, but yeah. Well, I mean, honestly,
I suppose the big difference is that if you crash in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, it's just ocean.
Yeah, I guess like if anything sloughs off the plane, it won't kill 8 people this time, huh, man?
It was 7.
I thought it was 14 in total.
And I think we're going to end stuff off there, folks. Thank you very much for joining us for the first session of Turf, Thicker Than Water. I think we're going to do our end of session questions. Did we save anyone from mortal peril or worse? I'm going to say...
Ourselves.
Including ourselves?
I don't think you guys count.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say
then no.
pretty abjectly no.
Pretty much the opposite.
Did you conclude the current mystery?
No.
No.
Did you learn anything important about one of the hunters? I'm gonna say everything about Milton and
Yes.
Cooper and a fair bit about Vernon's
Yeah.
backstory. And did you learn anything about the setting? I'm gonna say, yeah, you learned a fair bit about
Yeah.
heaven, fair bit about vampires,
And about Europe.
about San Francisco, but
I
also
will say,
yeah.
just for flavor, I don't think Cooper questioned like the heaven or hell thing at all. So he is still very much in the mindset of like a Judeo-Christian, like heaven and hell.
because he probably is really fully unaware of like a lot of
Yeah.
that stuff, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Like he's fought like maybe a vampire or a ghost.
He saw a ghoul.
Yeah, you saw a ghoul.
Never again.
He fucked a rat and a werewolf.
He
I
fucked a
think,
rat
right?
and a werewolf.
Oh God, I'm playing another pararomantic.
Well, worse this time, a furry.
No! No!
It can't be.
Yeah, so that's 1 XP for the lot of you. Now, folks, the way this kind of arc is going to be working is we are going to be doing things on alternate weeks. The overarching name of this, like I said before, is Surf and Turf Trials and Tribulations. So on, let's call them even weeks, not a thing, but on even weeks we're going to be with Vernon and his little gaggle of misfits as they traipse their way across Earth. And on the opposite weeks, we are going to be in Surf Current Events, where we deal with Kevin, Trent, and perhaps a mysterious third person as they fucking deal with all the shit that Heaven's probably going to throw at them. So I cannot 100% confirm Monday the 14th. You guys will know closer to, but either next Monday or at the very latest, the Monday after that, we will return to, well, not to Cabaret, we will return to Surf and Turf with session 1, the second session of this overall arc. Let's call it session B of Surf and Turf Trials and
Session A.
Tribulations. Session 1 of Surf Current Events.
Oh, I see.
I'm
So
gonna
the
hit
full name of this arc is
Yup.
Surf and Turf,
Trials and Tribulations.
Trials and Tribulations.
Surf Current
Turf.
Events. Turf Thicker than
Thicker
water.
than- okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of the whole thing because
The
we
Trials
like to
and
keep things.
Tribulations is the name
big
of this
one.
arc.
That's the name of this arc, and there are 2 sub arcs within this arc because I really like things being straightforward for my audience, players, and self.
There's 2
Exactly.
parallel storylines.
Yeah. And there's 2 pararomantic storylines. Oh, yo, the AVGN game is currently there's a bundle
Well, there's 3.
on itch.io right now, which you will see in an upcoming Itchy concession stand stream, which is the bundle for Ukraine. It's for a good cause. You're spending like at least $10 on like I think 400 like games and assets. There's lots of different like text assets. There's some really cool like RPG stuff. If any of you guys have the link, could you drop that in chat? That would be lovely. I just don't know where. I think Alex sent it to Men quite recently. Yeah, sorry, there's 1,000 assets in this bundle so far, and probably more. It's, again, for a really good cause. People need relief in Ukraine right now. Like, it doesn't need to be said, fucking, like, obviously. And, like, oh, no, like, I'd never like to be terribly political on here, but, I mean, fuck Russia, right? Like, maybe not the best move, Earth style. So it's for a good cause, and you get a lot of really good stuff out of it. It's like fully a win-win. You can find Chris's art on Instagram at Christoflop. You can find Henry's music at the link there for Henry H. Buy Cycron on Steam. Buy the Cycron soundtrack. Hey, you can find Reese on Twitter at twitter.com/Zundarel. Specifically, that one tweet, in my opinion, is really.
Solo says, and yeah, fuck Putin. But
Yeah.
I misread that as, and fuck yeah, Putin.
Oh no. Yeah, Solo really bringing some heat. Solo had to say that after. Also, if anyone in the Vancouver area wants a measly media sticker, they're up for grabs right now. Some have been taken and kind of spoken for by other people. These are like a test batch, and I'm planning on getting like about 100 printed out and actually kind of selling them as merch. But these ones are just for the chillers. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got like 7 left. So if you know me, DM me, and if you don't know me, fucking.
Oh, you know what?
What's up?
If you're doing stickers, speaking of the emote that Reese just sent, I think the Muke logo would be...
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be a great sticker.
Yeah,
I would love that as a sticker.
Yeah, I would also very much like a Muke sticker. So I'm probably gonna get some. Fucking fuck off, Nightbot. Yeah, or I could get stickers of the shape. Everyone loves the shape.
It just looks like a baguette to me.
It's I think it's like a cat tail or a very uniform hot dog. A uniform, terribly colored hot dog. Is there also I just want to say real quick, Elden Ring, very good video game. Sorry I've not been able to stream it. It is simply too strong for me. Also, I would highly recommend go seeing The Batman. It is very long, and I was not bored for a single second. Robert Pattinson's phenomenal, and it's literally everything I've ever wanted out of a Batman film.
Wow.
Is there anything, not specifically you guys' content, that you want to point people towards right now? Christopher?
Shout out towards the clavicles for being one of the only dermal bones that isn't on the skull.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And shout out to the
Nice.
Clavicles, the band. Probably a name of a band, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Henry?
And I guess I'll shout out breakfast while we're at it.
Yeah. Not sex?
No, that's your thing.
Cool, thank you. It's kind of my
That's
brand.
Cooper's thing.
And Reese?
I'm gonna shout out the cloaca.
End stream. Goodbye, everybody. Sorry, if you're not aware, that's the pee-poo bird shithole that they also birth eggs out of.
Yeah.
That's where they make
Sea
their...
cucumbers also have one as well.
Sea cucumbers have a cloaca?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it's a term that's used for a multi-purpose orifice.
Wow. I guess then the mouth is a cloaca then.
So is it real what you have, Max?
Why me? Rude. Yeah. Thank you all. I guess sex is cool. Have a good one. No, thanks, Slimy. Oh yeah, and also obviously thank you, Slimy. Thank you, Huma. Thank you, Solosod. Thank you, M3 for popping in a little bit there. Thank you, Vibrant Ferret. Don't know if you're still around. And thank you for the I'm very maidenless. Yeah, I'm afraid. Those are two separate sentences. I'm maidenless and I'm afraid. Thanks, everybody. You have a great night. And I'll see you all. I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow, possibly either an Itchy Concession Stand or, in case folks didn't know, every Ninja Kiwi game that was a Flash game is for free on Steam. So you can play all the Bloons Tower Defense games except for 6. You can play all the Bloons Pop
Sticky
games.
Ninja?
You can play, I think, Sticky Ninja. You can play the Popcorn one. You can play Meeplings. You can play, the one with the weird little dragon that I never played that looked fun, the little purple dragon from above. Reported and deleted, banned. Thank you very much, Xenon PUBG, for hopping on the stream. Hopefully we get you back in the future. And to you all, I miss you. Hey, fuck. God damn it. I said I miss you instead of wish. Great ending to a great stream.